A pitch-perfect sunny evening here in Front Royal, Virginia, as we welcome you in here to Bing Crosby Stadium here, the site for today's matchup between the Waynesboro Generals and the Front Royal Cardinals. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ben Golding. Joined alongside me tonight is Jacob Arzaga. Jacob, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I had a great weekend, bit of a home or away game break, so it was nice to enjoy myself a little bit. Now I'm refreshed and I'm ready for this game.
Yeah, as both teams are looking to get back get another win in the win column tonight, both coming off of losses. The Cardinals last night lost to the Harrisburg Turks 6-3, and as for the Waynesboro Generals, they lost 16-6 in a mercy rule in 7 innings to the Strasburg Express. So both teams looking to right the ship right now as the push for the playoffs is in full swing right now here across the entire valley. As we take a look and give you an update at the standings. Right now, leading the charge is the Charlottesville Tom Sox at 17-8. Second belongs to the Strasburg Express at 19-9. Third is the Winchester Royals at 16-11. Fourth belongs to the Harrisburg Turks at 15-11. Fifth is the Woodstock River Bandits at 13-14. Sixth is the Covington Lumberjacks, also at 13-14. The Culpeper Cavaliers have seventh at 14-15. The Front Royal Cardinals have fallen to eighth. They're now at 14-16. The Purcellville Cannons have ninth at 12-14. The Stanton Braves are in 10th at 10-16. The Newmarket Rebels have 11th at 11-19, and the Waynesboro Generals have 12th at 10-19, as those are your current standings here tonight. So a critical game for both teams. Like we mentioned last time, only the top 8 teams make it into the playoffs. What do you think both teams have to do here, Jacob, tonight to get the win?
The obvious answer is to win. Play clean, no mistakes, and just start out ahead strong. This game is very important. I mean, for the Cardinals, you're sitting in 8th place right now. You're the last team in. And you're playing against Waynesboro, who is currently the last team in the division. This should theoretically be an easy win for them, but there is no such thing as an easy win in baseball. Waynesboro, their chances might seem slim right now, but they're not out until they are mathematically eliminated. They just got to take it one game at a time, one win at a time, and if not, I mean, they could play spoiler for some teams like the Cardinals who are on the edge of coming into the playoffs. So.
Yeah, and this season so far, the Generals are 2-1 against the Cardinals, so looking to get that tiebreaker there, which could be huge as the Generals are looking to try and find a way back into the playoffs right now. Taking a look at the lineup here for both teams tonight. The starting pitcher tonight here for the Waynesboro Generals is Edwin Melendez. Melendez is a righty from Bloomfield College, a senior from Manalapan, New Jersey. This season, he is 0-1 with a 3.97 ERA. This is going to be his 10th game played. He has 1 save, played in 11 1/3 innings, has 10 strikeouts, given up 6 walks, and 10 hits tonight. And as for the Cardinals, they will be throwing out onto the mound Carter Stanford from Tallahassee Community College. He is a right-handed pitcher as well, a sophomore from Spanish Fort, Alabama. This season, he is 1-0 with an 0.56 ERA. This is his 6th game played in. He has started 2, so this will be his 3rd start tonight. He has 1 save, pitched for 16 innings, has 18 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 13 hits given up to this point. What do you think of the 2 pitchers here, Jacob?
I think Carter Stanford's been really great so far. He's been a really reliable arm for the Cardinals. This is a game you need to win if you're Front Royal, and I like the guy that they're sending out of the mound. He'll help him do that. Melendez, he's been also one of the more reliable arms for Waynesboro with 10 appearances. An ERA just under 4 is not bad. It's also not great, but also very reliable. He'll get innings, he'll get you through the game, and keep you in it. So should be a good matchup of pitchers right here.
Yeah, as we now take a look at the batting orders for both sides here. Taking a look at Waynesboro here first. Batting first is going to be the first baseman, number 34, Alexander McCoy. McCoy is from the University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, a junior from Salisbury, Maryland. Batting second is going to be number 2, the right fielder, Alex Miller. Miller is from Mid-American Christian University, a senior from Plant City, Florida. Batting third is going to be the left fielder, number 21, Braden Forchick. Forchick is from Barry University, a senior from Boca Raton, Florida. Batting fourth is going to be the catcher, number 42, Isaiah Mirabal. Mirabal is from Tiffin University, a senior from Bayside, New York. Batting fifth is going to be the designated hitter, number 44, Anthony Lamar. Lamar is from Felician College, a senior from Freeport, New York. Batting sixth is going to be the shortstop, number 41, Riley Frost. Frost is from the University of North Georgia, a junior from Roswell, Georgia. Batting 7th is going to be the second baseman, number 22, Hayden Walters. Walters is also from Felician College, a sophomore from Coral Springs, Florida. Batting 8th is going to be the center fielder, number 24, Julian Iwajima. He is also from Felician College, a junior from River Edge, New Jersey. And batting 9th for the Generals will be the third baseman, number 9, Vince Sabatino. Sabatino is from Fairmont State University, a junior from Fairmount, West Virginia. All right, Jacob, that's the Waynesboro Generals lineup tonight. What do you think? What do you expect out of these 9 guys here tonight?
Well, they're going to definitely be expecting to win this game. They need it. Last place, everyone kind of seems to be counting them out, but hopefully not them. Hopefully they aren't counting themselves out, and hopefully they can come out here and provide a good game for us and, make it competitive for the Cardinals, really push them to want to win this game. So hopefully that's what we got out of this lineup. A lot of good hitters, a lot of production from this lineup, so we'll see. Yeah, some big bats to take note of. McCoy batting 380, Mirabal at 350, Forchick and Lamar both at 333, and Miller's at 304. So a lot of guys in this lineup batting over 300. Let's flip things over now and take a look at the batting order tonight here for the Front Royal Cardinals. Batting first is going to be the center fielder, number 19, Blaze O'Sabin. O'Sabin is from Georgia Gwinnett College, a senior from Warrenton, Virginia. Batting second is going to be the shortstop, number 29, Taylor Schultz. Schultz is from Georgia State University, a sophomore from Ackworth, Georgia. Batting third is going to be the left fielder, number 6, Anthony Basio. Basio is from Westchester University, a senior from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Batting fourth is going to be the first baseman, number 5, Drew Camp. Camp is from Longwood University, a senior from South Chesterfield, Virginia. Batting fifth is going to be the third baseman, number 17, Michael McAloose. McAloose is from Florida Southwestern State, a sophomore from Fort Myers, Florida. Batting sixth is going to be the right fielder, number 4, Brody Black. Black is from Coppin State University, a senior from Stouffville, Ontario. Batting seventh is going to be the designated hitter, number 33, Jaden Anderson. Anderson is from Georgia State University, a sophomore from Alpharetta, Georgia. Batting eighth is going to be the catcher, number 18, Brock Mercado. Mercado is from the University of North Carolina, Asheville, a sophomore from Ocean View, New Jersey. And batting ninth for the Cardinals will be the second baseman, number 14, Daniel Stevens. Stevens is from Longwood University, a junior from Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, Jacob, that's the Cardinals lineup. What do you expect of them? What do you think of the lineup? It's a very strong lineup. Maybe not the highest averages compared to the Generals, but they do get on base and they do produce runs. I want to point out Drew Camp only batting 200, but he is tied for the team lead in RBIs with 12 and also tied for the team lead in walks and second in hit by pitches. So maybe he's not getting hits all the time, but he's bringing in runs and he is getting on base. So he's a very productive hitter without, doing all the flashy stuff. He's helping his team win by bringing guys across, and he's being one of those guys that also comes across to score. So, maybe not all the hitters with the highest batting averages like the Generals, but this team does find its way to score runs and win games.
Yeah, and so Cardinals, they also have some wheels out there tonight. Blaze O'Sabin with 18 stolen bases, Stevens with 12, and Drew Camp with 9. They're the top 3 on the team right now, and they are going to be trying to add to that total as well. Taking a look around the valley to see what's going on. Tonight, the Covington Lumberjacks are playing the Woodstock River Bandits at Central High School. That game is about to start at 7. The Strasburg Express are playing the Percival Cannons at Fireman's Field, with that game starting at 7. The Culpeper Cavaliers will be taking on the Newmarket Rebels at Rebels Park. That game starting at 7:30. The Charlottesville Tom Sox are going to be taking on the Harrisonburg Turks at Veterans Memorial Park at 7:30. And the Winchester Royals will be taking on the Stanton Braves at 7:30 over at Gypsy Hill Park. A great lineup here tonight as we are in the push for the playoffs. What do you expect out tonight? Do you expect more of a pitching go, or do you think the bat's going to be firing on all cylinders tonight?
I think it will be a little bit of a mix of both. I don't think these two pitchers will absolutely shove and lock the offenses down, but I don't think they're going to give up like 5 or more runs. I think it's going to be a good game. There's going to be offense and there's going to be defense, but I don't think it's going to be leaning one way or the other too much.
Yes, this could be a close game between the both of them. Last time that these two met, the Generals were able to dominate the game and dictate terms throughout the entire game as they're looking to do the same. Cardinals have dropped 3 of their last 4, so looking to try and change that here tonight as they're going to be having a 2-day road trip tomorrow before they come back home. So the Cardinals, very critical for them that they get this win tonight just to try and change their momentum, get something going as we have now 2 weeks to go in the season, with the last day of the season for the Cardinals being July 25th, excuse me, and the playoffs start July 26th. So 2 weeks to go. Push for the playoffs is in full swing, but so much more baseball is yet to be played. So we still have a long way to go, but still, Cardinals and the Generals, both must-win game here for them tonight. As we now take a minute to pause for the playing of our national anthem.
And now would you all please rise and please remove your hats, and veterans please salute as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem by Bearded Harmony.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Bearded Harmony.
Thank you to Bearded Harmony for that amazing rendition of the national anthem as we are now almost all set to go here at the Bing for what is going to be a fantastic night of baseball. We're going to keep you updated on everything that's happening around the Valley as well as the push for the playoffs continue. I'll probably say that 10 more times throughout the night goes on. And as Carter Stanford is getting set here tonight, what do you expect out of Stanford here tonight, Jacob?
Like I said earlier, he's been very, very good for the Cardinals, and he's a very reliable arm. I think he's going to go out there and shove again like he has been. In his 2 starts, I believe he went 6 innings in his most recent one. So able to go a long way in this game, help the team, save some arms for the rest of the game and the rest of this season, which is going to be very important. These are important games to win. You want to have as many arms as you can. So I think he'll do that again. I think he'll keep the Waynesboro offense really quiet, no more than 2 runs. I think he'll work very clean, throw a lot of strikes, and force a lot of weak contact like he's done before. So really looking forward to see what he's got for us tonight.
Yes, taking a look at the defense here for the Cardinals. Like we mentioned, Stanford on the mound, Mercado behind the plate at catcher, Camps at first, Stevens at second, Macaluz is over at third, Schultz is in the gap at shortstop, Basio has left, O'Sabin's in center, and you have Black in right. As we continue to watch Carter Stanford warm up, he will be facing McCoy, Miller, and Forchek. 2 of those 3, McCoy and Forchek, both batting over 300. All 3 actually are batting over 300, but McCoy and Forchek are 2 of the top 3 guys in the Waynesboro Generals batting average leading. McCoy, the lead guy, batting 380 and has 28 stolen bases. A great leadoff man here for the Generals and very dangerous. Forchek batting 333 and Miller at 304. So a very dangerous top 3 of the order here for the Generals. Looking to try and rattle Stanford here early, see if they can get to him tonight. See what they can do, as it's going to be very interesting to see. And then 4 is Mirabal, who's batting 350 and is second right now in the batting average leading for the Generals. So Those guys are all going to be very dangerous. And right after Mirabal, you hit Lamar, who's 4th. So Generals not making it easy here for Carter Stanford tonight. So we're going to get things rolling here at Bing Crosby Stadium with Alexander McCoy coming up first. McCoy from the University of Maryland of Eastern Shore. We are all set to go here from Bing Crosby Stadium. The Cardinals and the Generals. Last meeting for both teams here of the season between these two. And a critical game for both as both try to make their way to the playoffs. First pitch coming here from Stanford. It is in there for a strike. First pitch in at 7:01 p.m. And we are off here at the Bing. It'll be quickly an 0-1 count here for Stanford as he is trying to put the hammer down here on the Generals. And what a good way, better way to start than putting McCoy down. That one fouled off into the netting by McCoy. It will be quickly 0-2.
Great start to this game right now. You got to put one of the better hitters on this team on his back heel to start the game. That's a great start.
Looking to try and get McCoy down here quickly. The pitch here from Stanford is lined right back off of Stanford's glove and then bobbled by Stevens and into the outfield. So McCoy able to get aboard thanks to that. That's the first hit of the day. A good leadoff hit there by McCoy. Got a bit lucky. Went off of Stanford's glove and then Stevens out at second bobbled it, so he couldn't collect it there either. Unlucky for the Cardinals, and McCoy is aboard. They're going to log it as an error there on Stevens, so it won't technically count as a hit, but still a base runner here for the Generals and a good way for them to start this game off. As now that is going to bring up Alex Miller. Pitch here from Stanford as Miller squared up to bunt. Stanford going to collect it. Throw to first is in plenty of time, but that does allow McCoy to get to second. We did mention earlier McCoy is not only a big bat, but is very fast as well with 28 stolen bases right now. Could be some trouble there at second right now. As it's going to be Braden Forche now.
Yeah, you talk about McCoy's speed. I believe at the All-Star game, when they did their 60-yard dashes, he had the fastest out of all of the All-Stars here in the Valley Baseball League. So those 28 stolen bases do not surprise me.
Yeah, he did win that 60-yard dash. So probably arguably the fastest guy in the Valley right now, if not one of the fastest. Pitch here from Stanford is in there for a strike. Forche, one of the lefties that the Waynesboro Generals have in their lineup, is it's in there for a strike. It'll be 0-1 here with one out in the top of the first. McCoy's over at second right now as Carter Stanford's looking to try and cruise through this first inning here. Pitch here from Stanford. Big swing and a miss there by Forche. Make it 0-2 quickly.
Stanford's working really quick right now, and he's working really efficiently. I don't want to jinx anything, but I don't think he's thrown a ball so far. He's gotten to 2 0-2 counts so far and that one bunt for an out, but we're looking really sharp really early on.
Good start here for Stanford. Looking to continue right here as McCoy's jumping around like crazy at second right now. Timeout called, and they're going to say it was a pitch clock violation there for Stanford. So it'll be 1 ball. Just took too long. A bit frustrated there. 1-2 now. Stanford will take a second to reset. Got a bit distracted by McCoy and lost track of time there.
That's one way to have your first ball of the game.
You said you hadn't thrown a ball, and then you did. And that one is fouled off there by Forche as McCoy made his move over to third, trying to get himself in scoring position here, try and get the Generals on the board early. Still at a 1-2 count here with 1 out. McCoy returned to second, so he will stay there. Forche still trying to get the first hit of the day here for the Generals. The McCoy single was logged out as an error on Daniel Stevens. Stanford taking a long second here, trying to settle down. Does not want to get called for the pitch clock again, and that one is fouled off again by Forche. A little skipper that goes down the left field side and foul. He's really fighting, trying to find his right pitch here. Forche from Barry University, a senior from Boca Raton, Florida. Boca Raton, excuse me. Stanford, 1-2 count here, trying to get the punch out here. Takes a second to look over at McCoy, knowing his speed, and he's going to try to pick him off, and it's past. That was Schultz there, and looks like McCoy is down, and looks like he's a bit shaken up. McCoy made the slide, and he was right under Schultz, so he accidentally took out Schultz, so he took a long second to get up. So he will stay at second. A good throw there by Stanford, but Schultz just not ready for the throw back. It looks like McCoy is okay as he's back standing on both feet. That could have been a lot worse for both Schultz and McCoy there. Stanford seems to be very distracted by the presence of Alexander McCoy over at second right now, knowing that he is fast, and any hit into the outfield will definitely allow him to score, knowing his speed. Stanford looks over at McCoy again, and now we'll deal with a Forche. Outside, throw over to third. Gets away there from McAloos. Couldn't find it on the hop. And that will be another successful stolen base in there for McCoy. The pitch on Forsythe is logged as a ball, so it will be 2-2. Almost had a chance there, but just could not get the throw in time. 2-2 now with one out. McCoy now over at third, 90 feet away from opening this game up here for the Generals. Pitch here from Stanford. Big swing and a miss there on Forche, and he will go down for the first strike of the night. Goes down swinging, and that is a huge out there for Carter Stanford and the Cardinals.
Yeah, huge out, even bigger strikeout. That ball isn't in play, so McCoy can't advance and he can't score. That's a big strikeout and a big spot for it.
Yeah, as now it's going to bring up Isaiah Mirabal, the catcher tonight. Another big part of this top 5 big bats that the the Generals have put forward, really making it hard for Carter Stanford here in the top of the first, really putting him through the gauntlet of Generals bats. Pitch here from Stanford is in there for a strike. A great slider that was able to just barely get the tip of the zone from the looks of it.
Also a great job by Brock Mercado back there to make that pitch look good to the umpire. Borderline pitch. That's a very crucial one. It could be either be first pitch ball or first pitch strike, and he gets a strike for that. That's big for this at bat.
Pitch here from Stanford in the dirt, just too low, 1-1. Trying to strand McCoy and keep it at 0-0. 1-1 count here for Mirabal going against Stanford with 2 outs. Stanford takes a second now, will kick and deal that one in the dirt. Mercado struggling to find it as McCoy will come in, and he will be tagged out. Great play there by Mercado. McCoy tried to make his move and could not get there in time. Tried to steal home as Mercado took a second to find the ball, but is unsuccessful, and that will end the inning there. A very uncharacteristic way to end the inning, but that is the end of the top of the first. Cardinals are up to bat when we return. Who's got the pulse of your community? They do. It's the Royal Examiner. They bring you the local stories that matter, from town and county government updates to school board decisions. The Royal Examiner has got you covered. But there's more than just news. Ever wonder about the events happening in your backyard? They're on it. The Royal Examiner knows all about the concerts in the park, farmers markets, local charity runs, and art expeditions. If it's happening in your community, they're there. What's more, they love digging into the hearts of our community to share the intriguing stories that make us unique. So tune in, turn up, and take note. Your community is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and the Royal Examiner is your guide. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay local. The Royal Examiner, because local matters. Visit us online at royalexaminer.com. Are you having electrical problems in your home or business and need to find the best electrician you can? Well, look no farther than Green to Ground, located right here in Front Royal, Virginia. They offer free estimates on projects and are focused on client satisfaction. Their electricians are ready to take on any and all of your electrical needs as they offer peace of mind, one circuit at a time. So just give them a call at 540-692-8412. Welcome back here to Bing Crosby Stadium as we see Edwin Melendez warming up. That inning ended in a very unconventional way. Alex McCoy tried to steal home as Mercado had a pitch as Stanford threw a pitch in the dirt. Mercado was struggling to find it, but Mercado able to grab the ball in time and tag out McCoy. What did you think of the decision to send McCoy there?
I think that was McCoy's decision, actually. He saw the ball in the dirt. Maybe saw Mercado look not able to find it. So, I mean, he's leading the league in steals. He's almost at 30. That might have been his 30. So don't blame his decision on it. Especially early in the game, you can afford maybe some mistakes now. Maybe, hopefully, won't hurt them later in this game. But with that ball only going right in front of home plate, it would have been very easy for Mercado to find it, get it, and tag him. If it had scooted away down towards the first base or third base or behind the plate, then yeah, easy score. But that was a little risky because it was so close to the plate.
As Blaze O'Saban comes up first here for the Cardinals, he has a big swing and a miss. You have Edwin Melendez at the mound, Mirabal behind the plate playing catcher, McCoy's at first, Walters at second, Sabatino at third. Frost is over in shortstop tonight. You have Forshey in left, Iwajima in center, and then Miller out and right here for the Generals. And that one's a little chopper there by O'Saban. That will go foul down the left field side. Quickly 0-2 here for Melendez. Stanford able to get out of that jam that McCoy got him into, and was able to get out of the first inning with no runs scored. That could be crucial here as the Cardinals are looking to try and jump on the Generals now. With O'Saban behind now. 0-2 here very quickly. Melendez looking to try and get the punch out right here. Get strikeout number 1. That one upstairs, though. Curveball that was way high. 1-2 here. So Melendez, not typically a starter here for the Generals, making his first start in the Valley League this season. The longest he's gone is 2 innings. So we'll see how long he goes for tonight. That one in the dirt by Melendez. It will be 2-2 now. His last outing was against the River Bandits, who only went for 2/3 of an inning, and his loss was in his debut outing against the Lumberjacks. But since then, he has not gotten a win or a loss. 2-2 count here against O'Saban. That pitch is a little chopper there by O'Saban. Grabbed there by Sabatino. Throw to first. Pulls McCoy off the bag, and O'Saban is safe at first. And the lead guy is aboard again here. Cardinals get O'Saban aboard. We'll see if that one will go down as an error or not by our official score as we wait a second for the system to update. They're going to call it a hit there for O'Saban. It was a tough play there for Sabatino. Just dragged McCoy off the bag just a bit. And O'Saban is aboard for the first hit of the day.
Yeah, O'Saban's got that speed that really puts pressure on the defense. Sabatino got that ball deep at third base. He knew he had to get rid of it. Maybe rush the throw a little bit. Not the greatest. Pulled McCoy off the bag, but that's what happens when you got a fast guy like O'Saban leading the game off for you.
Yeah, as Taylor Schultz come up now, and that first pitch is a big swing and a miss there by Schultz. Schultz, one of the newer additions here for the Cardinals, leads the team in batting average at .444, but this is only his 3rd game, so it's a bit kind of overinflated right now. So we'll see how that batting average holds up as he continues. But he has 4 hits and 9 at-bats right now. That's a big swing and a miss there, though, by Schultz. Foul tip called, still a strike. He has 4 hits and 4 RBI. So when he's making contact with the ball, he's getting guys in, and that's crucial here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, small sample size, but it's looked good so far. Can't complain.
With a runner on first and O'Saban, knowing he can move it. He looks like he might be trying to make the move. Almost did, but didn't. And Schultz goes down on 3 pitches, strikes out, swinging for the first strikeout of the night. And that's got to be huge for Melendez to get his confidence back, to try and settle down a bit. As now here comes Anthony Basio. We haven't seen Basio for a while. Last time we saw him was 4 days ago against the Generals. So that was the last time we saw him play. And then before that was against the Cannons back in June. That pitch is in there for a ball, make it 1-0 here very quickly. Basio, another guy that does have some wheels and could definitely do some damage if he is able to get aboard. He has 4 stolen bases, but used to be a constant leadoff guy, has speed as well. That one in there for a strike, make it 1-1. Basio batting .224 right now. 1-1 right now here with 1 out, and O'Saban still over at first. They're going to go check up on O'Saban over at first, and he is safe there. McCoy could have had a chance to make the tag there. O'Saban had a massive lead, but was able to get back in time. Basio trying to see if he can get O'Saban on the move. 1-1 count here as Melendez takes a long second to think about it, and that will deal. That one in the dirt. Got away from Mirabal. It was under him, and O'Saban is able to successfully make it a second. He was going for the steal anyways, and is successfully into second and is now in scoring position here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, so far early in this game, O'Saban's made 2 impacts on the field with his legs. That's great out of your leadoff guy, exactly what you want. 2-1
count here on Basio here. Melendez trying to see if he can do something. Any hit into the outfield could score O'Saban. That one down low for a ball now, 3-1. After Basio, it's going to be cleanup man Drew Camp. We'll get to Camp in just a second here after Basio. And with O'Sabin stealing second, that also eliminates a double play opportunity here for the Generals. As O'Sabin has a huge lead on second, off a second right now, and that's a chopper that goes foul from Basio. Full count now here for Anthony Basio. Critical payoff pitch coming here for Edwin Melendez, as he's looking to try and put Basio down, get to 2 outs here. Big spot here. Big payoff pitch coming here out of Edwin Melendez against Anthony Basio as he looks at O'Sabin. And that one, curveball that got Basio for the 3rd strike. Got him looking. Looks like it got the outside line of the strike zone. That one was on the line. Good framing there by Mirabal. Called strike 3. I feel like that pitch could have gone either way there.
Yeah, we saw first strike of that at bat was about the same spot, so umpire established that spot as a strike, but Basio still didn't like it. 2 strikes and
that one just got sent by Camp into right field. Miller tracking to the wall. It is off the wall, and that will allow O'Sabin to score. Camp now digging to third. It took a long hop, and Miller is going to throw into third. Not in time. Drew Camp is successfully into third with a triple and an RBI, and that allowed Blaze O'Sabin to score. And the Cardinals have jumped ahead here quickly. What a shot there by Camp. Almost out of here. Hit the Royal Examiner sign. Miller couldn't collect it, and it took a hard bounce coming halfway back out of right field. And that allows O'Sabin to score, and now we have a runner in scoring position at third now in Drew Camp.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting. Breaking ball the other way. Usually if you try to pull that, that's rolling over right to the shortstop. It's easy out, but he stayed on it, hit it the other way, right off the Royal Examiner sign in right field. And off that hard wall, gave it a hard bounce, and he was able to find his way to third base.
Great base running there by Drew Camp, as now it's Michael McAloose. He'll take that first pitch for a strike. McAloose playing third base tonight, trying to see if we can get Drew Camp in as well. Pitch here in the dirt, collected up though by Mirabal. And this is critical. If there is a pitch that Mirabal can't collect and it goes to the wall, we could see Camp come in to score. He is fast. He has 9 stolen bases so far this season, so he could definitely make something happen. Not maybe looking to do it right now as he's hanging out at third in the grass. And that's a big swing and a miss there by McAloose. Make it 1-2. Good curveball that got McAloose.
Yeah, something that's interesting. Usually the first basemen aren't the fastest guys on the field, but 2 starting first basemen tonight. One is leading the league in stolen bases. The other is third in his team with 9.
And that one got sent hard into right field. Forshea tracking it, and it is gone for a home run. Michael McAloose just went yard. What a shot there by him. Second home run, on the season here for Michael McAloose. And the Cardinals have opened the door here on the Generals. It is now 3-0. That was a bomb into left field over the CNC frozen treat sign. And Forshea out in right and left field here for the Generals. Just watch that ball fly. What a shot there by Michael McAloose.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter, absolute bomb. You saw the left fielder just turn around, start looking up, and give up on that ball because I was out of here.
That ball wasted no time getting out of here. And now that will bring up Brody Black, as it is now Cardinals 3, Generals 0. And that first pitch is upstairs and inside for a ball. Black batting 167 right now in his 6th game. He only has 3 hits to his name, but has 2 doubles and 2 RBI. So another guy that when he's making contact, he's scoring runs. 1-0 count here. Melendez kicks in, deals. That one sent into the netting behind the plate. 1-1 now. The Cardinals, yesterday they were kind of struggling to find runs. Today they have not here in the first. O'Sabin, Camp, and McAloose have all scored here in the bottom of the first. And this is the kind of way that you want to start this game here for the Cardinals. After Stanford almost gave up a run in the first, they've made a statement here at the plate. Pitch here from Melendez, way inside. Curveball, called strike though. Just on the line, and the umpire gave the strike to the pitcher. That was another pitch there that could have gone either way. He took a second to think about it, but decided to call strike. 1-2 now. Pitch here from Melendez, outside. 2-2 now. Black trying to follow up what McAloose just did with that 2-run shot in the left field. Maybe not necessarily would love to get another home run, but try and keep the bats rolling here with 2 outs. And that's a big swing and a miss to end the inning. And that will end it. Black goes down swinging, but the damage is done. The Cardinals kick down the door and make a statement with 3 runs, including the Michael McAloose 2-run home run as the Cardinals lead after 1, 3-0 against the Waynesboro Generals. At National Media Services, your image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services. Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Cardinals started off this first inning big, getting 3 runs in that bottom of the first, including that 2-run shot there by Michael McAloose. As we are back here now for the top of the second. Due up for the Generals will be Isaiah Mirabal, followed by Anthony Lamar, and then it will be Riley Frost. Mirabal has to finish his at-bat because of McCoy was the third out when he tried to steal home there, so he will finish his at-bat right here. He was in, I believe, in like a 1-2 or a 2-2 count when it ended, but we'll restart that first pitch way inside. Check swing did not go. Mercado wanted the appeal and no swing there, so it'll be 1-0 now.
If I'm Carter Stanford, I'd much rather face Mirabal right now as opposed to last inning with a runner in scoring position because he is, like we said earlier, a very dangerous hitter. He's got a .350 batting average, so definitely happier to see him now with no runners on than last inning.
Yeah, as that pitch from Stanford is way outside, make it 2-0 now. See him now take a second kick and deal. That one sent hard into left field, and Basio's just going to watch it. The Generals respond with a home run of their own. Mirabal goes yard in almost the same spot Michael McAloose just did. And the Generals are on the board now with that home run. There goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout for the Cardinals. And it is now 3-1. And that is a way to respond. And like you mentioned, glad to be having Mirabal now with no runners on instead of having McCoy, because that could have made a big difference there.
Would have made it a 1-run ball game, but thankfully not too much damage, just a solo shot. You still got 2 runs to work with here. Hopefully Carter Stanford doesn't get too rattled after this.
Yeah, now it's going to be Anthony Lamar, the last guy in these top 5 of the Waynesboro Generals that are just so dangerous. First pitch in there for a strike, got the upper half of the zone. Good pitch there by Carter Stanford.
Yeah, great pitch, just bottom, outside, low away. Perfect spot for first pitch strike right there.
0-1 count here for Stanford as he will now take a second, and he will deliver that one upstairs curveball that looks like it missed. 1-1 now. So we've now seen 2 home runs. This might be a batting battle here tonight. Pitch here from Stanford will be upstairs. Fastball that looked like it was just too high. 2-1 now. Last time we saw Stanford, he did start as well. And that start was against the Rebels in our win on July 1st. His only start. And that one in there for a strike. Lamar thought that one was just outside, but no, he was called back for a strike.
Another great pitch, just like the first pitch strike. if I'm Carter Stanford, I'm going right back to that spot. He hasn't liked swinging at either of the first two, so go back to it again.
Pitch here from Stanford is fouled off there by Lamar, so he'll stay alive here. And I 100% agree. If he throws in a slider maybe in that spot, that might work perfectly for him as well. Stanford's third start of the year, 1-0. Got a win in his last start on July 1st against the Newmarket Rebels in an 8-1 victory. Pitch here from Stanford, and that is fouled off again by Lamar. So we're going to stay here at 2-2. In the on-deck circle is Riley Frost. Tonight he is playing shortstop. Frost this season, he has a .288 batting average to this point in the season. But before we can get to Frost, we have to finish off Lamar. Pitch here from Stanford, fouled off again by Lamar. Third straight foul ball.
That one got a piece of Brock Mercado. Umpire's going to go out there, give Stanford a new ball, give Mercado some time to catch his breath, relax, see if he's okay. Looks like he is.
And Mercado staying out there. Does not look shaken or phased at all right now. As Stanford and Mercado seem to be in sync right now and on the same page. 2-2 count, though, here with no outs. Stanford trying to make something happen. Get this out here. Lamar would love to get on base here. And that one, oh, it hit Lamar. It looks like a slider that just got away from Stanford, and Lamar will take first base. That one's got to hurt. Looked like it plunked him right on the shoulder. And that is an unfortunate way to end that at-bat there if you're Carter Stanford, giving up the home run and then hitting a batter. Not what you want to be seeing if you're Clint Marsh and the Cardinals right now. Because now it's going to be Riley Frost. Frost, like I mentioned, at shortstop tonight from the University of North Georgia. Trying to see now if he can get Lamar to get on the way. See if he can get his wheels going. Lamar has yet to steal a base. So he's not as fast as McCoy is, but still might be able to get something going if this ball's hit into play. First pitch to Frost is in there for a strike. Got the inside piece of the zone. Big first strike there for Carter Stanford. 0-1 here for Stanford with now Anthony Lamar hanging out at first. Lamar is normally a catcher. Tonight he's a designated hitter and is definitely a bigger bat. That's a big swing and a miss there by Frost.
Great job by Stanford right here after giving up that bomb and losing a bit of control. He's got ahead way early with 2 strikes, no balls. Great job.
He has control of this at-bat now. We might see some off-speed stuff, trying to see if he can get Frost to bite on something, maybe make him swing and miss in a curveball in the dirt. As Stanford takes a long second as Lamar almost went that one upstairs, so a fastball that missed. 1-2 now. Looked like Lamar was about to go for a second, but then he decided not to. 1-2 our count now.
He just went high fastball last pitch, maybe expecting a breaking ball low and away this time.
We'll see right here as Stanford kicks and deals, and that's a swing and a miss. No, fouled off, actually. Just barely got enough of it to stay alive there. I couldn't tell because the ball still landed in Mercado's glove if they were going to count it as a strikeout or not, but they say foul tip.
Looks like he just couldn't grab a piece of it. Maybe just hit about off his mask, I think I heard.
1-2 the count here as Stanford's looking to get his second strikeout of the night here on Frost. Taking a long second, and now will deal just outside. Just barely off the zone, 2-2.
Really good pitch, a really hard take right there for Frost. I don't know if I could confidently take that pitch right there with 2 strikes.
That was another one that was on the line that could have gone either way. This time it went the way of the batter, 2-2 now. Stanford will deal. That one sent hard into left field, and it will drop for a base hit. Basio will collect that one up, but both runners advance. Lamar successfully to second. Frost to first with that single. That was a hard battle that Frost was able to take the win there over Stanford. The bats are going to continue here for the Generals as it is going to be Walters now. Hayden Walters from Coral Springs, Florida, playing second base tonight here for the Generals. And the big bats are showing up now here for the Generals. as they're looking to try and catch up to the Cardinals here very quickly after their big bottom of the first with a big top of the second of their own with no outs right now and runners on first and second as they square up to bunt, and that one, he acted like it hit his finger, but it hit his bat 0-1 as it was a fouled off bunt. Could you tell if that one hit his finger or not?
I think it hit the bat. I don't know if it got any fingers. It sounded like bat, but it looked like the pitcher just inside. He tried to pull away but couldn't get it out of the way in time, so first pitch strike right there.
Maybe it ricocheted off the bat and into his finger and then went foul. Either way, it was a foul bunt, 0-1. As Camp's expecting the bunt again, playing way in there, and that one's in the dirt for a ball. It'll be 1-1. Camp was really expecting Walters to square up to bunt. They're playing like halfway into the grass, and he's still expecting the bunt as he's playing really inside. He's playing really short right now.
Yeah, he was playing really close, like almost even with the pitcher's mound.
Pitch here from Stanford is upstairs for a ball. It'll go to 2-1 now.
Maybe Camp will back off this time. He hasn't shown by the last two pitches.
Camp staying in the grass, not really trying to hold Frost at all, not expecting him to really make a move. 2-1 the count here as Stanford looking for his first out here at the top of the second, trying to get something rolling. That one got away from Mercado, a pitch inside, and both runners will advance. Frost now over to second, Lamar over to third, and 90 feet away from getting into this lead again. We could very well be seeing a meeting on the mound here. We could see Clint Marsh come out here very soon.
Yeah, I think so. If this batter reaches first base, I think you got to go talk to him. Think about what you're going to do. Maybe talk about sacrificing a run for 2 outs, or try to talk to defense what they're going to do. Play in, play back, or also just talk to Carter Stanford, get him to relax a little bit.
You definitely need Stanford to relax right now. Walters in a 3-1 count right now. A ball away from loading the bases. Pitch here from Stanford. Big swing and a miss there by Walters, so the count will go full. Stanford just needs an out. Probably just has a confidence booster just to help him settle down, get under control, and just kind of show like that he can't get the outs that he needs to do right now.
Yeah, it's a big out right here. It would stop the momentum for Waynesboro. Obviously stop some scoring too.
Pitch there is lined down the right field line and foul. Will remain at 3-2 here with runners at second and third in scoring position. Any hit that lands in the out that is down for a base hit in the outfield will definitely score Lamar. Could score Frost depending on how shallow or deep it goes. You could be seeing a sac fly here from Walters as well to score a run. That pitch, called strike 3, got Walters looking. He did not like that. He thought it was a bit too high, but that is strikeout number 2 for Stanford and a critical first out here on the top of the second.
Yeah, that's a huge strikeout right there. Again, keeps the runners at bay. They're not moving. They're not scoring. So big strikeout. Maybe get another one, and then you can afford to get a ground ball or fly ball. So.
And if you saw Walters, you saw that he was not happy with that call whatsoever. And now he will be facing off against Iwajima. First pitch is upstairs. It will be 1-0. Still with runners at second on third. You have Frost still over at second. Lamar's over at third. Still a sac fly. Can score a run. That pitch just off the plate for a ball. 2-0.
Good hitters count right now. Not what you want if you're Carter Stanford.
Stanford trying to use that outside part of the zone where the umpire's been calling more strikes to try and see if he can get some in there. That one upstairs for a ball very quickly. 3-0. Missing on his breaking balls right now, as Iwajima is not biting on them at all.
I think right now you might as well just put them on and get forces everywhere.
Trying to keep it all at the plate here. Pitch here from Stanford. Got the first strike on an inside pitch. 3-1 now.
Maybe you're wrong. This could be a good out to get. I'll give them one of your at-bats, kids.
Stanford pitch here. In there for another strike. Iwajima thought it was a ball. It was upstairs again. 3-2 now. Stanford's fought back from being down 3-0 to now to a full count. Critical pitch coming up here for him. Trying to get the second out here and really change the fate of this inning right now. Pitch here from Carter Stanford is hit hard into right field. Tracking there is Black, and he'll let it drop for a base hit. 1 run scores for the Generals. Throw home, and it is able to deny Frost from coming in to score. Frost will get to third. Lamar able to score. Iwajima stopped at first, And the Generals have added on another one. It is now 3-2, and they are on the comeback trail right now, making it look easy.
The third baseman, number 9.
Tough result right there for Carter Stanford. He got some weak contact, but that ball just found some grass and not exactly what you want. But scores a run good for Generals, bad for Cardinals.
Yeah, as it is now 3-2 and still a runner over at third. You have runners on the corners here as Sabatino comes up to bat now. Vince Sabatino from Fairmont State University. First pitch fouled off there. We could also very well see Iwajima try to steal second to try and deny a double play possibility. Cardinals just need to try and find a way to get out of this inning as the Generals have snatched the momentum from the Cardinals as now they seem to have it as both bats have woken up here very quickly on both pitchers. Pitch here from Stanford as there goes Iwajima. Throw to second is not in time, and that will allow Frost to score as it got away from Daniel Stevens, and all of a sudden this game has now tied. So the Cardinals score 3 in the bottom of the first, and now the Generals respond with 3 of their own. And we're at a 3-3 game now. What an eventful inning and a third that we've had here.
Yeah, kind of risky throw there by Mercado. Obviously, if you get him out, you're the hero. It's a big second out, but throw the ball away like that. Also, and let's the runner score, and this game's now tied. So I like the idea, but just throw wasn't good enough.
As that pitch is in there for a strike on Sabatino, 1-2 now. Iwajima was able to be safe at second as that throw got away from Daniel Stevens, and that was what allowed Frost to come in to score to tie this game up at 3 now. The Generals have their run to give them the lead at second right now. Stanford taking the double check over at Iwajima. He will pitch. That one sent hard into left field. Basio's under it, though, coming back, and he will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Critical second out there here for the Cardinals as that's going to bring up McCoy again as we are very quickly back to the top of the order here for the Generals. And it was not the top of the order that got it rolling for the Generals. It was the bottom half of the order that got it rolling here. Not what we expected here to start. But now that the bottom half of the order is rolling, we could very well see the top of the half of the order rolling. And it starts here with Alexander McCoy. So he still has Iwajima at second. He couldn't advance off of the fly out to Basio, too close to third. Stanford pitch here is in there for a strike. Good fastball. Last time we saw McCoy, he got aboard thanks to an error. Stole second, stole third, and then got caught when he was trying to make his move to home. 0-1 count here on McCoy as he's looking to try and get aboard again. A big bat and a fast player. Pitch here from Stanford sent high into foul territory. Mercado tracking, calling for it, and he bobbled it. It hit his glove, a chance to get the third out, and he just could not secure the ball. It will be 0-2 now, and he is frustrated there. Not happy at all. What happened there to Mercado?
It's always a tough play to make for a catcher. You got to, look up, try to find the ball, take the mask off, and try to keep it because it's going to spin back towards the field, so you want to stay behind it. That maybe just really tough. He looked like he was moving, didn't get to plant himself under the ball. Maybe his eyes were moving too much, couldn't really track the ball into his glove.
0-2 the count here for Stanford now. Pitch here is just outside. 1-2 now.
Really good pitch for Carter Stanford right there. Just missed, though.
Trying to get McCoy down here. Well, that would be a big out here to deny McCoy a chance. 1-2 here for Stanford with 2 outs. He takes a look at second, almost looked for the pickoff. Pitch here from Stanford is away from Mercado as Iwajima is able to get the third. He did go for the steal. And Iwajima is now 90 feet away from putting another one on the board here for the Generals. Both pitchers had a bumpy inning. Stanford had a bumpy second. We saw Melendez have a bumpy first. We'll see him here in just a bit after this top of the second ends. 2-2 count here with 2 outs. Here on Alexander McCoy. Pitch here from Carter Stanford. It's fouled off by McCoy, so he'll stay alive. And this inning is going to continue. It has been a long inning for Carter Stanford. He has been out there for a long time. facing his 7th batter of the inning. And now Stanford will deal, and that one is a big swing and a miss there by McCoy to end the inning. So they are able to eventually get the out of McCoy, but the damage is done. Cardinals score 3 in the bottom of the first, but the Generals say not so fast. They respond with 3 of their own, and we're tied 3-3 in the middle of the second. At the Dominion Health and Fitness Center, they strive to provide the best gym experience for everyone. They have a ton of different opportunities, including weight training, yoga, racquetball, an indoor pool, pickleball, and so much more. Membership starts at only $25 a month. They also have an open gym every Tuesday and Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. You can also receive a free 3-day guest pass to see what all the hype is about, or pay a $3 entry fee. So come on down to Dominion Health and Fitness Center and enjoy the best gym in Front Royal. At the Rotary Club of Front Royal and Warren County, they focus on providing humanitarian service and help build goodwill and peace in the world. Right now, they are focusing on putting an end to polio and making the vaccine available to everyone in Front Royal and Warren County. To learn how to support the Rotary Club of Front Royal or to donate, visit frontroyalrotary.org. Donate today to help put an end to polio. Logan Miatico was a member of the volunteer fire department and was an aspiring firefighter until his unexpected passing in 2021. He had a contagious smile and a vivacious laughter. To remember that legacy Logan left behind, the Logan Miatico Foundation was established. The Miatico Foundation has established a scholarship fund for student athletes, created a memorial in Logan's name at his high school, Skyline High School, and continues to spread Logan's love and kindness throughout the community. You can go to the Logan Miatico Facebook page to learn more, and remember to Welcome back. Bottom of the second here at Bing Crosby Stadium as the Cardinals need to try and get the bats rolling again as the Generals responded to their 3-run bottom of the first with a 3-run top of the second. And first up is Jaden Anderson as he skies that one foul, most likely going for our roof or the concourse. It'll be quickly 1-0. 2 up for the Cardinals is going to be Anderson, Mercado, and Stevens as Melendez is going to continue his outing here. Already given up 3 runs. Want to try and keep this tie here.
Yeah, the bottom half of the Cardinals order is really going to have to step up right now. Get some momentum back on their side at the very least, but obviously you want to score a run to take the lead back here.
As Anderson has a big swing and a miss there, make it 0-2 here very quickly. Anderson had a hot start to the season, but it's kind of struggled at the plate as of lately to get aboard. Trying to change that right here with a big chance. Melendez, big swing and a miss there by Anderson, and he will go down swinging for the first out here of the second inning.
Yeah, not much you can do there when you fall behind 0-2.
Just
Not the best approach, not the best at-bat right there by Jaden Anderson, but, you know, he's a very good hitter. He'll be able to – he's a great hitter. Everyone knows that. Just got to figure it out.
Yeah, as Melendez now has 4 strikeouts of the night, getting Schultz, Basio, Black, and now Anderson. First pitch there on Mercado is in there for a ball. It'll be 1-0. Mercado, we haven't seen him for a while, I don't think. The last time we saw Mercado was actually against the Generals, and that one's lined into the gap between first and second. That will be collected there by Iwajima, and Mercado is successfully aboard. A great second pitch he saw hits on one into the right field, and he is aboard for Daniel Stevens now to come up.
Yeah, like he's really aggressive early in the count. Doesn't want to wait around, let Melendez get what he wants. So good job of him by attacking, being aggressive early, find a way on first base.
Now you're going to have Mercado at first here with Stevens batting .250, trying to see if he can get something going here for the Cardinals. First pitch, big swing and a miss there. Stevens trying to get it rolling here. First at bat here against Melendez. Do not want to be strikeout number 5. Pitch there in the dirt. Got away there from Maribel. Throw to second is not in time. Great reading there by Mercado. Able to get to second in time just barely. And that'll be a stolen base for Mercado. That will be only his second on the season, but a big stolen base there. Here now in a 1-1 count here for Stevens.
Yeah, that pass ball, stolen base, gets a runner in scoring position. Daniel Stevens has a good opportunity here.
But has a big swing and a miss there on a curveball, 1-2.
If I'm Melendez right here, I just saw Stevens swing at 2 curveballs right now, unsuccessful both times. I think I'll go back to it again. We
could very well see a curveball inside because that's been the sweet spot here for the pitchers. That one, big swing and a miss, a foul tip actually. Foul tip, so he'll stay alive. Just barely got a piece of it. It's always hard to distinguish on the third strikes if it's a foul tip or if it's swing and a miss for a third strike. It's always hard to tell sometimes. 1-2 here with one pitch from Melendez, and that is the third strike there. Stevens goes down swinging for the 5th strikeout of the night there for Melendez. He has gotten it going here, getting all 3 outs in the first inning were strikeouts. So far, the 2 outs he's gotten here in the second are strikeouts. So every out that Melendez has gotten has been a strikeout. No ground outs, no fly outs yet. So if the Cardinals will make contact, they get aboard. If they don't, they strike out. This is going to be Blaze O'Sabin now. Pitch here from Melendez is in there for a strike. Strong curveball there.
Looks like his breaking ball's really working. He's thrown last 5 pitches for strikes now were all breaking balls, including through the 3 strikes that got Stevens to sit down. So really working with that now.
Big swing and miss there by O'Sabin. Tried to pick off Mercado, and that one got away on the throw to second. It would look like it was Walters over there, and that ball got away from Walters over at second, but Mercado going to stay at second. He could have tried to make the run to third, but decided not to. So it'll be an 0-2 count here on O'Sabin. And Mercado is going to remain over at second. He got aboard thanks to the single. 0-2 here with 2 outs. Generals would love a quick second to get their bats back up. And that one is sent hard by O'Sabin. Back to the wall is Forshea. It is gone for a home run. Blaze O'Sabin just responded to the Generals. 3rd home run of the game. 2nd of the night here for the Cardinals. That is O'Sabin's 3rd home run of the year. And the Cardinals have just responded with another home run of their own. It is now 5-3 Front Royal. A big response to the Generals, top of the 2nd, with 2 more runs of their own.
Yeah, just when you thought this inning was over, it looked really, really good for Melendez. He's really dealing with his breaking ball, but he threw one too many. That ball ended up over the left field fence.
The left field is where all of the balls have gone here so far. All 3 of our home runs have been bombs in the left field. That first pitch there on Taylor Schultz now is in there for a ball for Melendez. Melendez is trying to get that 3rd out after giving up the bomb to O'Sabin. That pitch way inside, called ball. Almost hit Schultz as he had to move out of the way. So we saw a home run there by McAloose. We saw a home run by O'Sabin. We've seen a home run from Frost. The bats are rolling here for both sides right now. It's 5-3 in the bottom of the 2nd. That pitch is in there for a strike. Melendez loves to throw in those curveballs.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of it, really relying on it. Hopefully the Cardinals could pick up on that. See it early.
2-1 count here from Melendez, and that one almost hit Schultz again. Looked like it was going for the face, but ducked out of the way. 3-1 now.
That one a fastball. Maybe caught him by surprise a little bit. Maybe he was expecting a curveball, but then that one just didn't break.
Pitch here from Melendez, and Schultz will take called strike. Another curveball from the looks of it that got in there. Full count with 2 outs. No runners aboard right now. Critical pitch here from Melendez to try and end things. Payoff pitch here by Melendez. Big swing and a miss there by Schultz. Make it 6 strikeouts on the night here for Melendez. All of his outs have been strikeouts, but the Cardinals are able to respond to the Generals top of the 2nd with 2 more runs of their own as Blaze O'Sabin sends a ball hard into left field and scores 2 as Front Royal now leads over Waynesboro 5-3 after only 2 innings. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today. The local Front Royal State Farm agent is Ellen Adders, and she can be reached at 540-635-3336. State Farm is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. In 1968, the Concern Hotline was created to combat the high suicide rate in Winchester, as it was double the national average at the time. Their mission is to help those in a time of need and create a welcoming community for these people. Concern Hotline relies on donations and volunteers to be able to continue their operation at the scale they are. So far, they have served over 200,000 just in the Winchester and Front Royal areas alone. If you are interested in volunteering for this fantastic organization or want to donate, please visit concernhotline.org. Welcome back. Top of the third here at Bing Crosby Stadium. What a very eventful first 2 innings we have had here. Jacob, what's your take on it so far?
There's been a lot of offense, to say the least. 3 home runs already, a triple. And, yeah, like these teams, they came to play. They're ready to hit. What can I say?
It's been a batting barrage here to start. As Alex Miller comes up to bat here for the Generals. First pitch there by Carter Stanford is in there for a strike. Stanford will have Miller, Forshea, and Mirabal all up to bat as they're all due up here on the top of the third. Second pitch here from Stanford is down in the dirt for a ball. It'll be 1-1.
Yeah, you got to make a lot of really good pitches here. You don't want this part of the lineup to get what they want because they will do a lot of damage.
Stanford was able to dictate terms last time against this part of the order as that pitch is in there for a ball. It was the bottom half of the order that got him. Looking to try and continue what he did to this part of the order last time we saw him in the top of the first. 2-1 the count right now here on Stanford. Pitch here is lined hard into right field, but foul. Two and two count now here against Miller for Carter Stanford, trying to get strikeout number 4 on the night. As he will kick and deal a pitch that's just off. Appeal did not go. 3-2 now. That one right on the line went to the batter. A lot of pitches that have been right on the line and could have gone either way here. Full count now here for Stanford as he will deal that one just too low. Fans wanted a strike but did not get it. Miller will take the walk over to first. And the fans were not happy about that one. They thought it was a strike, but it was not.
So did Brock Mercado. That's the third time now one of the players have thought they'd either walked or gotten a strikeout, and all 3 of them have been turned back to the plate, and they were wrong.
Miller gets aboard with a walk as it will now bring up Forshea. Forshea, last time we saw him, he was the first strikeout of the night here for the Cardinals. And that one, they went to check up on Miller and can't bobble that ball, but kept it in front of him. Braden Forshea from Barry University, 0 for 1 tonight, like I mentioned, with a strikeout. Stanford wants to make that 0 for 2 here very quickly. Do not want to allow the Generals to respond here, because the bats for both teams are on right now. And that's a big swing and a miss there by Forshea. Forshea, like I mentioned, the third best bat the Generals have, batting .333 right now. He has 13 hits. 3 of them are doubles, a triple to his name, and 9 RBIs. It's definitely another big bat that the Generals have in their repertoire. That one hit hard in the left field. Basio tracking in foul territory, but just can't get there. Too far away for him to make that run over there. It'll go to 0-2, though, for him. 0-2 count here on Forshea. Stanford looking to get the strikeout here, get the first out here at the top of the third, with Miller still over at first.
Also got to keep a runner on Miller. He looked like he took off that last pitch.
Miller could definitely try to make the move to second here, try and put himself in a scoring position. That one outside for a ball, make it 1-2. Alex Miller this season, he has 3 stolen bases to his name. So not a guy that typically goes, but definitely not a guy that you won't expect to not go. As he goes right there, pitch outside, throw over to second is not in time, just barely off. It looked like they got the tag in time, but just Miller able to get a leg in there, and he has successfully stolen second. That was a very bang-bang call.
Yeah, really close. The throw was on the correct side of the base, but looks like just couldn't get the tag down in time.
Yeah, as it is 2-2 now here against Forshea. That has got to hurt if you're the Cardinals, because it was a beautiful throw by Mercado and a great tag by Stevens there over at second, and just Miller just barely able to beat it out. Could have very well gone the other way. Pitch here from Stanford, sent high into left field, but going foul. Will remain at 2-2 as Stanford's in another battle here.
Yeah, Stanford's been working for these last few outs right now. Generals are not making it easy for him.
Stanford's had a lot of long at-bats, and that one way outside there. Looked like a slider that got away. Miller looked like he was about to try and make the move to third, but decided to hold back. Full count now. Stanford, his pitch count is already super high. This is going to be pitch number 68 here for him, and we're only in the top of the third. Pitch here from Stanford, fouled off again. Stanford, he's been logging it through. Do you think we'll see him for more action here after the third with how many pitches he's thrown?
Depends on how this inning goes. If he can get through these next 3 outs fairly easily, I think we'll see him for a fourth. But if his pitch count keeps rising like this at this pace, I don't think we'll see him much longer.
Stanford takes a look over at Forche, and now we'll deal that one inside. Called strike 3 on Forche. And that was Miller at second. My apologies there. But first strikeout of the inning here for Stanford, fourth on the night, and a critical first out here in the top of the third, as it'll be Isaiah Mirabal now coming up to bat.
Another huge strikeout right there. Just exactly what he needed right there.
Absolutely critical out there. One out here now with Miller still hanging out at first. Pitch there, way inside. Curveball that looks like it missed, 1-0.
Looks like Stanford just hasn't had the best command, of his off-speed pitches, and maybe hurting him a little bit. He just can't find what he needs.
1-0 count. That one inside again. Two and 0 now. Two and 0 here for Stanford, still with Miller over at first right now here against Mirabal. Mirabal is 1 for 1 tonight. He hit that home run, that one in the dirt. And I think Stanford knows that he hit the home run because he's pitching way outside, not looking to throw anything even close for Mirabal to square up to send yard.
No, yeah, definitely don't want to give him anything too meaty over the plate, especially after you just saw what he did to that last baseball you did.
3-0 count here for Stanford, and that one is in there for a strike. Miller looked like he was going to try and go there, but decided not to. 3-1 now with 1 out.
Looks like a little bit of action in the bullpen right there. I see two Cardinals down there moving.
This might be the last inning we see here of Stanford. It's been a long 3 innings for him. That one outside, ball 4. And Mirabal will take the walk over to first base. Second base run of the night here of this inning here for the Generals. And Mercado's going out to have now a talk with Stanford, and Clint Marsh is coming out as well. Clint Marsh, the head coach here of the Front Royal Cardinals. He is assistant coach Dylan Stowell. The head coach of the Waynesboro Generals is Matty Holm, with assistant coaches Terrell Thompson, Carl Bryce, and Robbie Cook. What do you think they're telling Marsh here?
Just gotta find the strike zone, gotta find his command. He's got to be sharp right now. He needs to get these outs. Can't let these 2 runners score. You just got the lead back. You don't want to give it right away.
With Anthony Lamar up now. Last time we saw him, he got hit by the pitch and then later scored. As Lamar and Frost were 2 guys that are able to score on him as well. So he's approaching the part of the order where he had some trouble. So Stanford going to try and get some redemption here as the meeting is over. Stanford going to stay out there. That's his first mound visit of the night. Another one, and that will be the end of Stanford's night.
Anthony Lamar.
Here comes Anthony Lamar now. His first at-bat of the night didn't count since it was a hit by pitch. He's 0 for 0 tonight. With runners on first and second right now. We could very well see a double steal happen here at some point as well. Stanford will deal the first pitch. It is downstairs for a ball and in the dirt, 1-0.
Looks like the Cardinals are playing him to pull very much. Drew Camp is standing very far off the base, left side of the infield, or rather.
And that pitch is up there for a strike at the upstairs part of the zone, 1-1.
Macalusa is standing right over on the line. He's expecting him to hit this ball very hard to the left side.
Shift is on here for the Cardinals in the infield right now. Then you have Stevens and Schultz playing at their normal spots at second and shortstop. Pitch here from Stanford is outside for a ball, 2-1 now. That was just pitch number 75 for him now. Pitch count extremely high. Here for only 3 innings of work. It's been a long 3 innings here for Stanford.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll see him come out for the next inning.
Miller bouncing around at second right now. That pitch outside for a ball, make it 3-1. I can't see any action in the Cardinals bullpen. You saw some action.
See some guys moving. I don't see any throwing yet, so maybe a little bit more time until Stanford's done.
Stanford takes a second and will now deal. That one sent a mile high into left center field. Basio tracking it. Allow both runners to tag up. No, they can't. A great throw from O'Sabin there out in deep center field. Denies Mirabal and Miller the chance to tag up. I thought it was going towards Basio, but it veered over towards O'Sabin. And Lamar goes down for the second out of the inning, and that's a critical second out there here for the Cardinals. They're trying to defend their lead. This is going to bring up Riley Frost now, who's 1 for 1 tonight with a single and then later scored in his first at-bat. So Stanford got redemption on one of the guys that got him, and now he needs to get redemption on Frost as well. Still with runners at first and second. Miller over at second, Mirabal over at first. They both looked like they were about to try to tag, but then O'Sabin had a great throw over to third, and Miller put on the brakes. First pitch there from Stanford is down in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 against Frost.
Yeah, Blaze O'Sabin has a cannon for an arm, so I don't blame the runner for staying there. Not testing his arm.
1-0 here from Stanford as he will deal. That one is in there for a strike. 1-1. Good pitch there. 1-1 here with 2 outs. Runners remain at first and second. And you mentioned that there was the shift on for the last at-bat for Lamar. The shift isn't really on anymore. Everyone playing at their normal spots. Pitch here is upstairs for a ball. Another one on the line. Seems like the umpire started off giving those on-the-line pitches to the pitcher, but now he's giving them more to the batter. 2-1 now.
Yeah, Stanford's been missing really close so far. Not terrible misses. Not what you if you are going to miss, you would miss. You don't want to miss a lot, so.
That's a big swing and a miss there by Frost. 2-2 now. That one almost made him lose his balance. 2-2 now with 2 outs. And we're going to call a pitch clock violation on the batter. And that's going to end the inning with the strikeout there. Frost got called for a pitch clock violation by our field umpire, so that'll be strike 3 called, and Stanford gets out of the jam with no runs allowed. And that's the end of the top of the third as Bob Weiss is not happy with that call, but we're going to take a step away. It's still Front Royal 5, Waynesboro 3. As youth sports continue to grow, many parents struggle to look for places to take their kids to practice their sport. That struggle is now over with Arena Sports and Event Center. This amazing location has 3 rows of batting cages, an indoor turf space, camps, and so much more to offer. The drives to Manassas and Winchester for parents are no more, as now they can turn to Arena Sports to bring their kids to practice and train to get better. To learn more, go to their Facebook page at the Arena Sports and Event Center and check it out now. Wines Bookkeeping has specialized in a variety of business and tax services to help those in the local Front Royal community for over 50 years. They can take care of your business needs quickly and efficiently, including business tax preparation, personal tax preparation, and bookkeeping. They can handle the books for you and allow you to worry less and live more. Brody Michael was just a 14-year-old boy beginning his high school basketball career when he passed away back in 2020. Brody brought so much positivity and compassion to everyone in his life. He was non-judgmental, kind, caring, and always had a smile on his face. His impact was much larger than just the high school basketball court, as it spread throughout the entire community. In his memory, the Brody Michael Foundation was started to help continue the legacy Brody started. It not only gives back to the community, but also offers scholarships for student athletes as well. To donate to this wonderful foundation and continue Brody's legacy, please visit BrodyMichaelFoundation.com and remember to hashtag #BeLikeBrody. Bottom of the third here in Front Royal. Due up for the Cardinals is going to be Basio, Camp, and McAloose as they look to continue the momentum that they have had at the plate to this point in time. First pitch is in there for a ball from Melendez. So Melendez is going to continue his outing here. We're going to try and stay in the game a bit longer. His pitch count only at 44 right now, way lower than Stanford's as that pitch was in there for a ball as well and make it 2-0. So you think we've seen the end of Carter Stanford here today?
I think so. However, I don't think I see anyone throwing down to the bullpen, so maybe Stanford will come out for at least to start this fourth inning. Obviously, hope he'll close it out, but we'll see.
As that one is fouled off by Basio, we can see Marsh giving some signs over to the bullpen, trying to communicate with them. Maybe they're telling someone to get up, telling someone to sit down and make a decision right now. We'll find out in just a bit. That pitch is in the dirt against Basio. 3-1 now. Didn't even make it to the plate.
No, yeah, fastballs are thrown about 56 feet. Not exactly what you want, especially as a catcher. Hard to react to, hard to pick.
Melendez taking a long second here, and now we'll deal. That's a foul tip there. Make it 3-2 as Basio will take a second out to regroup himself. Basio tonight, he is 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. All of Melendez's outs have been strikeouts. He has 6 right now. So when the Cardinals make contact, they get a board, but when they aren't making contact, they can't find the ball at all. Melendez looking for 7, and that one is hit into left field, and it will be down for a base hit. Basio will be successfully aboard with another base hit here for the Cardinals. Make that their 6th hit, their 6th hit of the night. And they have the bats rolling here right now.
That was a real pretty piece of hitting right there. 2 strikes, you're not trying to do much. He just takes an outside breaking ball, hits it the other way where it's meant to go. Really beautiful.
As now it is going to be Drew Camp coming up. Camp tonight is 1 for 1 with the triple, and then he was able to score in the next at-bat thanks to Michael McAloose's 2-run shot. That first pitch is that deadly curveball in there for a strike in the inside, 0-1. That deadly curveball that Melendez has that has fooled so many Cardinals here. Next pitch is down in the dirt for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, I can't really blame him for going to the breaking ball so much. It's been so effective. He's got 6 strikeouts from it, so.
Taking a look around the Valley because this at-bat continues. Right now, the Woodstock River Bandits lead against the Covington Lumberjacks. 3-0 in the top of the 4th as they go to check up on Basio. Right now, the Strasburg Express and the Percival Cannons are tied at 0 in the top of the 5th. The Culpeper Cavaliers lead against the Newmarket Rebels 2-1 in the bottom of the 2nd. The Charlottesville Tom Sox lead against the Harrisburg Turks 1-0 as that one's a chopper that gets out into the outfield. Base hit there for Camp. Critical base hit there as Basio is able to advance to second. Camp gets the first off that single. Frost trying to make the dive but just could not reach it. And the fans here at Bing Crosby love that. The last game happening right now, the Winchester Royals lead against the Stanton Braves 1-0 in the top and the bottom of the 2nd. Is now bringing up Michael McAloose. He is 1 for 1 with that home run the last time we saw him. Looking to follow that up here with runners on 1st and 2nd and no outs right now. First pitch from Melendez is down in the dirt for a ball, quickly 1-0.
If I'm Coach Clinton Marsh, this is exactly the guy I want in this situation. 2 runners on. You got the guy who just went yard. He's seeing the ball well so far. Hopefully he can keep it up, get some more runs on the board for your boys.
I mean, McAloose, this is only his 7th game, and he already has 2 home runs. That one was in the dirt. Mirabal couldn't collect it, and it looked like that Camp and Basio were going to go for a second, but Mirabal able to get on that one right away. 2-0 now, though.
Hey, good job by Mirabal to keep that ball close enough for him to keep the runners from advancing any further.
We've seen balls that they're right near the plate, but the catcher just can't find it. 2-0 here for Melendez against McAloose. That one in the dirt, 3-0. Melendez being very cautious with McAloose, knowing that he was able to square one up on him last time. Here in the bottom of the 3rd here at Bing Crosby. 5-3 is our score right now. And a 3-0 count here for Michael McAloose. Looking to try and load the bases here for the Cardinals with Brody Black in the on-deck circle. That one is in there for a strike. Make it 3-1. On deck, you have Brody Black, and after him, it's Jaden Anderson. So the bottom chunk of the order is coming up for the Cardinals here, and they have been able to get it rolling as well. And, gonna try and, it looked like for a second that Melendez was going to try and pick off That is Basio over at second, but no one was over at second. Walters was hanging out way off a second, so didn't even try to make the throw, knowing that no one was there. Still remain a 3-1 here. Pitch here from Melendez is in the dirt, and McLeod will take the walk over to first base, and that will load the bases here for the Cardinals. It looks like now we're going to have a little conversation at the mound here, as I believe that is Terrell Thompson. I think. I'm not sure, entirely positive on who that is out there, but I'm going to go with... Yeah, that is Terrell Thompson, I believe. So having a little meeting at the mound, trying to maybe calm Melendez down, trying to get him back under control here. And that meeting is over there. What do you think they were telling Melendez there?
Just got to find the strike zone. I mean, this is a tough spot to be in right now. Bases loaded, no outs. Very, very unlikely you're going to get out of this unscathed. So maybe just try to help them figure out how to minimize the damage. You know, try to get a double play. You get a ground ball. 2 outs, trade for 1 out, or 2 outs, trade for 1 run. That could be a good spot to be in. I mean, take some of the runners off and get 2 outs out of it. Might be their goal right now.
Yeah, bases loaded here for the Cardinals here for Brody Black. First pitch he hits, and it will be fair for a base hit. No, they're going to say foul. Home umpire says foul. That one looked fair, but it's coming back for an 0-1 count. The fans were all excited. Clint Marsh was excited. Everyone here in Bing Crosby was excited for that base hit, but it's brought back. So it was called a ball. What did you think? Did that one look fair or foul to you?
It was really tough to tell. I think maybe it might have scooted over the base, but it was really tough. Yeah. I think maybe foul ball isn't the worst call to make, but really hard to see, especially from back home plate.
Brody Black jumped on the first pitch and then jumps on the second one into center field. Iwo Jima can't make the play. All the runners advance and 1 run scores. That's Basio coming in to score. Campbell gets to third. McAloos to second. Black gets to first successfully off that base hit. And the Cardinals have increased their lead. It is now 6-3 for them. And here comes Matty Holman. He makes a call to the bullpen here. He makes a signal out to his bullpen out there in right field. And that's going to end this outing here for Edwin Melendez, and it has been a bumpy ride for him. We're going to take a step away and have the new pitcher for Waynesboro when we come back. Who's got the pulse of your community? They do. It's the Royal Examiner. They bring you the local stories that matter, from town and county government updates to school board decisions. The Royal Examiner has got you covered. But there's more than just news. Ever wonder about the events happening in your backyard? They're on it. The Royal Examiner knows all about the concerts in the park, farmers markets, local charity runs, and art expeditions. If it's happening in your community, they're there. What's more, they love digging into the hearts of our community to share the intriguing stories that make us unique. So tune in, turn up, and take note. Your community is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and the Royal Examiner is your guide. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay local. The Royal Examiner, because local matters. Visit us online at royalexaminer.com. Are you having electrical problems in your home or business and need to find the best electrician you can? Well, look no farther than Green to Ground, located right here in Front Royal, Virginia. They offer free estimates on projects and are focused on client satisfaction. Their electricians are ready to take on any and all of your electrical needs, as they offer peace of mind, 1 circuit at a time. So just give them a call at 540-692-8412. Pitching change here for the Waynesboro Generals. Now into pitch is going to be number 15, Garrick Schreiber. He is a righty from Hill Junior College, a junior from Houston, Texas. This season he is 1-3 with a 13.5 ERA. This is his 9th game, 14 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 20 hits. As Jaden Anderson comes up to bat now for the Cardinals with bases loaded. The final stats for Melendez: he went 3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and gave up 6 runs. He is responsible for all 3 Cardinals aboard right now. You have Black at first, McAloose at second, Camp at third. First pitch is in there for a ball, and what I didn't know is that Garrett Schreiber is also a submarine pitcher as well.
Yeah, going to be a really funky delivery right here. Change of look from Melendez. Oh, boy.
And Anderson just sent that one hard into left field, and it is out of here for a grand slam. Jaden Anderson just woke back up. A 4-run bomb, the grand slam here for Jaden Anderson, just what the Cardinals needed. His 5th home run of the season, and the Cardinals have really opened this one up. It is now 10-3. 3 innings, 3 home runs here for the Cardinals. Anderson goes yard, O'Sabin's gone yard, and McAloose has gone yard. What a shot there by Jaden Anderson.
Oh, my goodness, that ball was destroyed. He was coming into this game struggling a little bit, but I was about to say, got a good opportunity to drive in some runs with the bases loaded, no outs, and he definitely took advantage of it, and I think he's feeling pretty good about himself right now.
That is a huge hit there from Jaden Anderson, and Forshea and Uejima out in the outfield just watch that one go as Mercado's up to bat. Now he takes the first pitch for a strike. Still with no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. That one's in there for a strike. He'll be 0-2 now. We've seen a single, a walk, and then another single, and then Anderson just went yard. So all those little singles hurt the Generals as Jaden Anderson said goodbye to that ball as that one's in the dirt. Make it 1-2 now.
Yeah, I think that ball landed on one of the Little League fields out beyond Bing Crosby Stadium. That ball was destroyed.
That was a no-doubter from Anderson. 1-2 the count now. That pitch is sent hard into right field, but that is Miller on it right away for the first out of the inning right there. Cardinals, they had 5 straight base runners without even getting an out. That's got to be huge for them.
That's great for the team. That's also helpful, really helpful for the momentum right now. I mean, this game looked like it was a little bit of a struggle, but now, I mean, you got a 7-run lead. You're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looking good so far.
I've never thought I would hear football terms in a baseball game. And that one got sent hard into right center field. Tracking it is Miller, and he's going to have it for the second out of the inning. Looked like Miller and Walters were having a bit of a miscommunication, but Miller able to grab it for the second out. And that's quickly 2 outs that the Generals desperately needed, as it's going to bring us back to the top of the order in Blaze O'Sabin. O'Sabin's had an at-bat in every single inning now so far. Here in this 10-3 game now with Jaden Anderson really opening things up now. Pitch here is in the dirt for a ball. So now that it's a 10-3 game, do you still think we'll see some more of Stanford, or do you still think that he's going to be done, knowing how high his pitch count is?
I think I might see Stanford for a little bit. Maybe he'll start the inning at least. Depending on his pitch count, he might be able to finish it or not, especially now that they've got the big lead. A little less pressure on him now, so we'll see if he can just get some more outs here.
We'll see as O'Sabin takes a ball outside. 2-0 now. Pitch here is inside for a ball. Garrick Schreiber needed that one. 2-1 now. So for that grand slam, Anderson's going to be charged to Schreiber, but Blasio, Camp, and Black are all going to be charged to Melendez. So Melendez ends with 9 runs given up, and that one's up the gap there by O'Sabin. And this 3rd inning keeps on going. O'Sabin is able to successfully get into first. And now the Cardinals have successfully batted around here in only the bottom of the 3rd. We still have a ton of baseball to go here. So it's going to bring up Taylor Schultz now.
Number 29, Taylor Schultz.
Cardinals have successfully batted around. We haven't seen that in a while. With O'Sabin at first, we're looking to keep this momentum going that they have right now. Pitch here from Schreiber is in there for a strike. A good fastball there.
Talk about Blaze O'Sabin so far. There's only been 3 innings in this game, but he's been at the plate 3 times, and he's found his way on 3 times already.
Yep, 3 for 3 with 2 singles and the home run. Cardinals bats are on it tonight as they go to check up on O'Sabin, but he is safe over there at first. 0-1 the count right now. As Taylor Schultz wants to bring back up Basio, the man who started this inning off. As Osabin goes, throw to second is not there. Could not get the tag in time, and Osabin collects another stolen base, making number 20 on the season, and he is in scoring position as the Cardinals are looking to add on another one, continuing to play aggressive right now. This inning started 5-3, and the Cardinals have doubled their lead. Pitch there is in the dirt for a ball. Two and one now. Schultz would love to bring in Osabin here as he's dancing around. He's going to make the move over to third, and that one got away from Mirabal. He couldn't secure it, and that's stolen base number 21 for Blaze Osabin.
That was a great jump by Osabin right there. Even if, even if Mirabal had gotten that ball cleanly, I don't think there would have been much of a chance to throw him out there.
No, by the time Mirabal even had a chance, Osabin was pretty much almost already there. That one is in there for a strike. Full count now here for the Generals, 3-2 with 2 outs. Very critical pitch here for Schreiber as he's trying to end this inning right here, coming in relief for Melendez. This pitch is a little chopper that will go to the second baseman. Walters trying to leg it out. He could not, just barely got the throw in time, and that ends the third inning. But the Cardinals' bats are on fire right now. They've doubled their lead. It is now 10-3 in favor of Front Royal going against the Waynesboro Generals, and we're only through 3 innings. Still a ton of baseball to go, y'all.
At National Media Services, your image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services.
Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Pitch from Valdosta State University, a junior from St. Petersburg, Florida. He has a 54-point ERA so far this season. This is his second game. He's only pitched for 2/3 innings, giving up 4 walks and 1 hit and no strikeouts to this point, as he will be facing off against. Excuse me, I try to find my spot. Walters, Iwajima, and Sabatino. The final stats on Stanford as that first pitch is in there for a ball. Stanford went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, got 4 strikeouts, gave up 3 runs and 1 hit batter. That one is fouled off there for a strike, 1-1. Walters today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout to this point in the game. We're only in the top of the 4th, and already so much has happened here.
Yeah, a lot of offense so far. 4 home runs, including a grand slam. That's what you come out to the ballpark for, folks.
Absolutely. That's why you got to be at the Bing more often as the sun is setting here at Front Royal. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Front Royal Cardinals to stay up to date on everything the Cardinals are doing inside and outside. And pitch here for Booth. A little chopper that will be grabbed by Stevens. Throw over to first is in plenty of time for the first out of the inning there. That one was right near camp, but Stevens able to collect it up very easily. There'll be 1 out now here with Iwajima coming up.
Now batting, number 24.
Julian Iwajima.
Ujima.
Iwajima from Felician College, a junior from River Edge, New Jersey. with 1 out and no runners on. And now one squared up to bunt, but still called strike as it got in the zone. Booth's one appearance was in the loss that the Cardinals had to the Winchester Royals on July 5th, where they lost 11-1. He only went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 runs, though, so not the kind of start that he was looking for to his career here in the Valley League, as that one is outside for a ball. Looking to try and get some redemption here as he comes into a 10-3 game right now in favor of the Cardinals. And in a 1-1 count right now here against Iwo Jima. And that one is just too low for a ball. Ujima able to take a strong take there. The on-deck circle is going to be Sabatino. We'll get to him in just a second. Pitch here from Booth is a big swing and a miss there by Ujima. 2 strikes now, 2-2 with 1 out. Were you surprised by the change going from Stanford to Booth?
No, not totally. I could see it happen. He did have a very high pitch count, was kind of struggling to get through batters, but, with a 10-3 game now, there's not that much pressure, so no real reason to keep him in and try to push him anymore or risk a higher pitch count, so I don't hate this change.
All right, so it's now the count has gone full. Payoff pitch here from Booth is check swing, called strike 3. And Ujima did not like that call. He held back, but still got him looking is going to be what's called. First strikeout of the night there for Booth, and what could be a big one for him.
Now batting number 9, Vince Sabatino.
We've had a couple close calls this game so far. A lot of batters and even Brock Mercado, the catcher, not really expecting what the umpire calls. So maybe that's playing a little bit of a factor in this game.
That first pitch is in the dirt there for a ball. Vince Sabatino up to bat now from Fairmont State University. Originally a junior from Fairmont, West Virginia, so not far from home. Want to know the count here from Hunter Booth. That pitch is upstairs called ball. Hunter trying to put it down here in the 4th. Get the Cardinals bats back up to the plate. Pitch here will be sent foul. 2 up for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 4th is going to be Basio, Camp, and then McAloos. The guys that led off in the bottom of the 3rd lead off in the bottom of the 4th as well.
If I'm Hunter Booth right now, I got to get this out right here because on deck you've got Alexander McCoy, who's a very dangerous hitter, very fast. So want to keep him out of the batter's box as long as you can, and definitely don't want him to have any runners on base.
Absolutely, Jacob. You nailed it. 3-1 count here as Booth missed low on that pitch. Payoff pitch here is sent high behind second base. Stevens is on it, and he will squeeze it for the last out of the inning. Generals go 1-2-3 there in the top of the 4th, and our score remains 10-3 in favor of Front Royal. At the Dominion Health and Fitness Center, they strive to provide the best gym experience for everyone. They have a ton of different opportunities, including weight training, yoga, racquetball, an indoor pool, pickleball, and so much more. Membership starts at only $25 a month. They also have an open gym every Tuesday and Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. You can also receive a free 3-day guest pass to see what all the hype is about, or pay a $3 entry fee. So come on down to Dominion Health and Fitness Center and enjoy the best gym in Front Royal. At the Rotary Club of Front Royal and Warren County, they focus on providing humanitarian service and help build goodwill and peace in the world. Right now, they are focusing on putting an end to polio and making the vaccine available to everyone in Front Royal and Warren County. To learn how to support the Rotary Club of Front Royal or to donate, visit frontroyalrotary.org. Donate today to help put an end to polio. Logan Miatico was a member of the Volunteer Fire Department and was an aspiring firefighter until his unexpected passing in 2021. He had a contagious smile and a vivacious laughter. To remember that legacy Logan left behind, the Logan Miatico Foundation was established. The Miatico Foundation has established a scholarship fund for student athletes, created a memorial in Logan's name at his high school, Skyline High School, and continues to spread Logan's love and kindness throughout the community. You can go to the Logan Miatico Facebook page to learn more, and remember to hashtag Live Like Logan.
In the bottom half of the 4th.
Bottom fourth here at the Bing as the Cardinals look to keep the bats rolling. It's kind of a sense of deja vu. Basio leading off again. We saw this happen at the bottom of the third. He's leading off again here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch is sent hard into left field. Forche tracking it at the wall, and he will be there to make the grab. One pitch, one out. Just what the Generals needed there to probably settle the Cardinals' bats down just a tad. That one looked for a split second, had a chance of getting out of here for yet another home run, which I know the Cardinals would have loved to have happen there. Keep it all rolling. So we'll now bring up Drew Camp. Camp tonight is 2 for 2 with a triple and a single. He has been on it tonight. Pitch here from Schreiber is in there for a strike. Just barely got the bottom corner. 0-1 now.
Looks like Schreiber's kind of calmed down after giving up that grand slam. He's been looking pretty good so far.
Pitch there is a little chopper that goes foul on the left field corner.
Yeah, throwing a lot of strikes and forcing a lot of weak contact. That's what you want out of your pitcher.
We were talking about earlier, this is a game that the Cardinals need to win in order to kind of snap their losing that they've been having as of lately and try and get some momentum. And at this point, they've looked solid on both sides of the ball right now. Pitch here from Schreiber, an 0-2. Chopper that goes foul again from Camp. The Front Royal Cardinals are sponsored by CNC Frozen Treats, Green to Ground, Wines Bookkeeping and Wines Family, the Brody Michael Foundation, State Farm, the Logan Miatico Foundation, Los Carverns, Card My Yard, National Media, On Cue, and the American Legion. That pitch from Schreiber is in the dirt, got away from Mirabel, but no one can advance since there's no one on board. 1-2 now. Make sure you follow the Cardinals on Twitter at FR Cardinals to stay up to date on everything the Cardinals are doing inside and outside of the amazing Bing Crosby Stadium. 1-2 the count right now here. Pitch here from Schreiber is fouled off again by Camp. Really fighting on this one, trying to get the pitch that he wants.
Yeah, great job by Drew Camp right there. Doesn't really look like a swing that he wants to do damage with, but a swing that he can, spoil that pitch and try to find another pitch to hit.
1-2 the count right now here with one out. Pitch here from Schreiber is a little chopper that goes foul again. That's like his fourth or fifth straight foul ball now.
Yeah, Drew Camp's making it really hard to get put away. That's what you want out of your batters. You want them to have really tough competitive at-bats, really make the pitchers work hard to do their job.
Yeah, absolutely. 6 pitch at-bat right now. Last night we had one that went 12. Pitch here, big swing and a miss there by Camp. That'll be the second out of the inning as he goes down swinging. First strike of the night there for Schreiber. And that's going to bring up now Michael McAloose. McAloose is 1 for 1 tonight with a home run and a walk, but both times he's come up, he has scored. Cardinals would love to keep that trend going here. First pitch is in there for a strike. As it looks like the Cardinals are still trying to adjust from Melendez's deadly curveball to now the submarine pitching style of Schreiber. As this pitch is going to come in there and also in there for a strike.
Yeah, that's a really big change from delivery and pitching style right there. So, he's looking good so far, and that might be a reason why.
Pitch here from Schreiber, and that one is lined in over the head of the second baseman, Walters, and collected up in right field by Miller. But that will allow McAloose to get on board again. Every time we've seen McAloose, he has gotten on board. He is 2 for 2 tonight and also has a walk to his name. That's going to bring up now Brody Black, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a single.
Now batting number 4, Brody.
Black tonight, he has been playing out in right field. He's another one of the Cardinals that came here at around this turn of the month from June to July. This is 6 games so far, and his batting average, he's got to like what he did. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He got a single and then was able later to score thanks to Jane Anderson's grand slam. That first pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Schreiber had some trouble with Anderson, but then it's kind of shut down the Cardinals' bats, just what the Generals really needed. This is going to be pitch number 30 here of his outing right here. This one will be upstairs for a ball, quickly 2-0. With Bing Crosby buzzing here tonight, always a fun time here at the ballpark, especially in Front Royal. 2-0 the count right now. Pitch here from Schreiber outside. Looked like that Mirabel was about to try to throw out McLews over at first, but he quickly got back. 3-0 now. Mirabel shot up very quickly there.
Schreiber probably doesn't want Brody Black to find his way on base here because standing in the on-deck circle is the very dangerous Jaden Anderson. And, I mean, last time we saw him, we all know what happened. He sent a ball into the Little League field out beyond the scoreboard.
That pitch is down in the dirt for a ball, and that'll be ball 4, and Black's going to take the walk over to first. So, Jacob, what you said, that Schreiber does not want to see happen, is now happening.
Yeah.
Jaden Anderson coming up to bat now.
That's good for the Cardinals, not so good for the Generals.
Anderson.
As we're only right now in the bottom of the 4th. We're not even halfway through this game yet, y'all. And a ton of action has happened here. As Schreiber taking a double check there at second where McLews is. That first pitch is in there in the dirt for a ball, 1-0.
Schreiber's definitely got to pitch carefully here to Jaden Anderson. I mean, last time he didn't. Four more runs.
He paid the price, and that one is in there for a strike. Anderson taking a second. Don't miss the Generals and the Cardinals both in action tomorrow. Tomorrow the Cardinals hit the road for a two-day road trip, as they'll be on the road tomorrow in Winchester taking on the Royals. That game starting at 7 p.m. And that one got away there. Looked like it almost hit Anderson. Both runners advanced. Black will get to second. McAloos will get over to third. And that's not what you want to see there if you're the Generals from Schreiber.
No, yeah, I mean, just a base hit, single up the middle, or anywhere in the outfield could score 2 runs here.
Absolutely.
You want to keep the damage very minimal right now. That's not going to help your case.
The Generals tomorrow, they're going to be at home taking on the Covington Lumberjacks. That game will be starting at, I believe, 7 o'clock as well. You can follow for updates on how to watch the Generals tomorrow. You could follow the Generals on their social media pages to stay up to date on how to watch those games. 2-1 the count here. Pitch here from Schreiber outside for a ball, 3-1. And in the on-deck circle is Mercado, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and then scored. Schreiber does not want to walk Anderson here to load the bases. Pitch here downstairs for a ball, and he does just that. Bases loaded after getting the first 2 outs. He then allowed a single to McAloos, walked Black, and then walked Anderson to now bring up Brock Mercado.
Yeah, you start the inning out with 2 really quick outs. You don't really expect to be stuck with bases loaded. But, that walk of Jaden Anderson, maybe not the worst outcome because now you got forces everywhere and, the dangerous bat didn't bring in 2 runs.
And that one is sent hard into right field. Miller tracking, and Miller will have it for the last out of the inning. The Generals able to get out of a jam. First inning where the Cardinals didn't score any runs, but after 4 innings, the score remains Front Royal 10, Waynesboro 3. As youth sports continue to grow, many parents struggle to look for places to take their kids to practice their sport. That struggle is now over with Arena Sports and Event Center. This amazing location has 3 rows of batting cages, an indoor turf space, camps, and so much more to offer. The drives to Manassas and Winchester for parents are no more, as now they can turn to Arena Sports to bring their kids to practice and train to get better. To learn more, go to their Facebook page at the Arena Sports and Event Center and check it out now. Wines Bookkeeping has specialized in a variety of business and tax services to help those in the local Front Royal community for over 50 years. They can take care of your business needs quickly and efficiently, including business tax preparation, personal tax preparation, and bookkeeping. They can handle the books for you and allow you to worry less and live more. Brody Michael was just a 14-year-old boy beginning his high school basketball career when he passed away back in 2020. Brody brought so much positivity and compassion to everyone in his life. He was non-judgmental, kind, caring, and always had a smile on his face. His impact was much larger than just the high school basketball court, as it spread throughout the entire community. In his memory, the Brody Michael Foundation was started to help continue the legacy Brody started. It not only gives back to the community, but also offers scholarships for student athletes as well. To donate to this wonderful foundation and continue Brody's legacy, please visit BrodyMichaelFoundation.com and remember to hashtag #BeLikeBrody. Top of the fifth here at Bing Crosby Stadium as Hunter Booth will continue his outing here in relief of Carter Stanford. So, Jacob, through 4 innings with McCoy, Miller, and Forche all due up. Has this been the game you've expected so far?
Not really. I was expecting a little bit more of a little bit less offense, honestly. But you know, I'm glad to be proven wrong here, especially since it's the Cardinals who are really pouring on the runs. So
Only slightly biased.
just a little bit.
Not that big of a deal. As that first pitch there from Booth is downstairs for a ball against McCoy. Got to be careful with McCoy. That one is outside for a ball. Make it quickly 2-0 here.
Despite the big lead here, you don't want to give him any hope. And, you know, Alexander McCoy is a really good player. So if he finds his way on, there's a little bit of hope for the Waynesboro Generals. They'll do whatever he can to keep him off the base.
Absolutely. He fouls that one off behind him. 2-1 the count. We're going to take a look at another look around the valley. Right now, the Covington Lumberjacks lead against the Woodstock River Bandits 6-3 as that one's in there for a strike. That game's in the bottom of the fifth. The Percival Cannons have now scored some runs against the Express. It's 2-0 in the bottom of the sixth. The Express on an upset watch right now. The Charlottesville Tom Sox and the Harrisburg Turks are still in a battle. It's 1-0 Tom Sox in the bottom of the sixth. That one in the dirt for a ball will go to a full count. Culpeper Cavaliers lead against the Newmarket Rebels 5-1 in the top of the fourth. And the Stanton Braves are taking the lead against the Winchester Royals. It's now 3-1 in the top of the fourth there. And, of course, here our score here at Bing Crosby Stadium, 10-3 in favor of Front Royal. Payoff pitch coming here from Booth, and that one is jammed, hit into shallow right field over the head of Stevens. And that will allow McCoy to get aboard. A very tough play there for Stevens to make, trying to make it happen, but just unable to do so. But like I mentioned, very tough play for him to do. Got turned inside out trying to make that catch.
Yeah, once you turn your hips one way and you find the ball going the other way, it's really hard to adjust. Also, just maybe a bit out of his reach. Not much you can do there if you're Hunter Booth. Getting weak contact, just unfortunately find some grass.
Now it's going to be Alex Miller coming up to bat. Miller tonight is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. That first pitch is in there for a strike, and Miller does not look happy about that one at all. Oh, 1 right now here as the Cardinals are looking to try and defend this lead. It's a 7-run lead right now here in the top of the fifth. They're looking to try and secure this win, a needed win as they're trying to dig their way back out of 8th place. They're only a half game behind Woodstock, who's in 5th right now. So that whole bottom half of the playoffs, they tried to pick off McCoy there. It was close, but could not do it. To give you an idea of things, right now, Charlottesville's 17-8. Strasburg's only a half game behind them, though, so that's a big battle for first right now. Winchester in third is only 2 games behind, with Harrisburg right on their butts right now at 2.5 games behind. So 1 through 4 is all really close right now as that pitch is downstairs for a ball. But then 5 through 9 of the Valley League standings are all separated by a game. You have Woodstock, Covington, Culpeper, Front Royal, and Percival all in that mix. That one's there for a strike, though. Woodstock, Covington, and Culpeper all are 5 games behind. Front Royal is 5.5 behind, and Percival is 6 behind. Then you have Stanton at 7.5 games behind. Newmarket sits at 8.5 behind, and then Waynesboro is back at 9. And that one is upstairs for a ball. Mercado looked like he was about to try and see if McCoy was going to go. He is surprisingly not trying to make a move yet. 2-2 now here against Miller. As Booth is looking to try and get this strikeout here, get his second strikeout of the night. Pitch here from Booth, and that's a big swing and a miss on the curveball. They got him. Strikeout number 2 here for Booth, 6 on the night here for the Cardinals. As Booth has looked solid here to this point.
Yeah, he's looking really sharp so far. The only base runner he's allowed so far is Alexander McCoy, just that little blooper in the right center field. But, yeah, he looks a lot better than he did in his debut against the Royals the other week.
Absolutely. Yeah. As now it is going to be Hunter Forche. As that first pitch is downstairs for a ball, it'll be quickly 1-0 here. Excuse me, not Hunter Forche. I don't know why I said Hunter. Braden Forche. Getting all my names mixed up here. I'm sorry, folks. 1-0 the count here with 1 out. McCoy still hanging out over at first right now here for Forche. As he will go now. That pitch in the dirt. Mercado has no chance at making a play there. Great move there by McCoy. We had a feeling it was coming sooner or later, and there he went. As that one was in the dirt. Mercado, no chance of making a play there. That'll be another stolen base there for Alex McCoy. 2-0 now with 1 out. And McCoy now in scoring position over at second here for Forche as their Generals are trying to dig into this Cardinals lead. That one sent a mile high in 5 territory. That's McAloose tracking it, and he will have it for the second out of the inning. It looked like it was coming back into the infield last second, and he had to adjust, but made the perfect adjustment to still secure the out. And now there are 2 away here, as it is going to be Isaiah Mirabal coming up.
Number 42, Isaiah.
Mirabal, though, is dangerous. He is 1 for 1 tonight with the home run and then got walked his last time up as well. First time he's seeing Booth, though.
Mirabal's going to look to keep his good day up so far, but different pitcher, maybe we'll see some different results.
Absolutely. First pitch here from Booth on Mirabal. Big swing and a miss, and I think there are those different results that Mirabal was not looking for, but the Cardinals needed here. The first 3 innings of this game were very eventful. Cardinals scoring 10. Waynesboro only able to get 3. When the scoring's finally kind of cooled off a bit with no runs in the 4th. Pitch here in the dirt. Got away from Mercado. Went through his legs. And McCoy will be able to successfully get to third with ease. No chance to even make a throw. He just comfortably gets in there.
Yeah, it looks like Mercado just kind of missed that ball. Breaking ball in the dirt. Just somehow found a hole through him.
Looks like he got 5-hold. Went right through the gap in his legs. 1-1 the count now. As Booth is looking to try to end this inning right here. Do not want to allow a run. That pitch is a big swing and a miss there by Mirabal. 1-2 now. As much as Stanford had his long at-bats, and same here with Booth so far, they've been able to keep the Generals, even with their hits, relatively outside of the second inning, pretty well off the board. As that pitch is upstairs, no, it'll be called a ball.
Really close pitch. I thought that was going to be called strike 3, but
2-2 the count here with 2 outs. McCoy still over at third. Pitch here from Booth in the dirt. Mercado able to smother it right away and then stares down at McCoy to say, not so fast, you're staying there. Full count now here for Mirabal with 2 outs.
yeah, great job by Brock Mercado to keep that ball to himself. He let one go by and earlier this at bat, but this not letting that happen again on maybe a tougher pitch to do so. Good job there.
Full count here for Isaiah Mirabal, trying to keep this inning going here for the Generals, who have their designated hitter and Anthony Lamar in the on-deck circle. He's 0 for 1 tonight, flew out and got hit by the pitch. But before we can get to Lamar, we have to get through. A payoff pitch from Booth is a little chopper that will split the gap. Schultz tried to make a diving play but could not, but that will allow McCoy to come in to score. Mirabal, a well-placed grounder. He gets aboard, and the Generals have cut into the lead just a bit. It is now 4-10 as they get 1 back, as the lead is now down to 6. And that could become crucial later if the Generals want to start a comeback.
Lamar.
Yeah, I mean, just more weak contact right there, but just put it into a good spot right there in the 6 hole. Even if Schultz does come up with that ball, I don't think there's been a chance to throw him out.
That one just got sent a mile high, like 5 Cardinals in the area, and it drops down for a base hit. No communication there. No infield fly rule called. And Clint Marsh is livid right now at his guys. There were like 4 or 5 Cardinals in the area, and no one can make the grab. No communication. Lamar gets to second successfully. Mirabal gets over to third. And Clint Marsh is very upset there, yelling at his players from the dugout. I mean, I don't blame him. I'd be upset too. That was an easy pop-out, and just no one communicating. No one made the grab.
Yeah, almost like no one really wanted to make the play. No one wanted it. It's really frustrating, especially if you're the pitcher right there. You just throw one pitch, get what should be an out, but now you've got 2 runners in scoring position right now, and maybe like this game could be closer. Hopefully not, though.
That could be the break the Generals needed, as it's going to bring up Riley Frost now. First pitch is in there for a strike. Unfortunate break there here for the Cardinals, but the Generals will take it. They are certainly not complaining about that right now. Pitch here from Booth is in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. As Booth is trying to end this inning here off of that mistake. Pitch here from Booth is in the dirt. Mercado able to smother it, though, make it 2-1.
Another good job by Brock Mercado right there. Keeps the ball really close right in front of him. No chance for any runners advancing.
2-1 with 2 outs here on Frost. Cardinals trying to cover up that mistake there in the infield by not allowing any more runs, and that's a big swing and a miss there. 2 strikes now. Frost wants that one back. After Frost, it's going to be Walters in the on-deck circle. Frost, like I mentioned earlier, he's 1 for 2 tonight with a single. Frost able to bat thanks to the mistake on Lamar, and that one is outside for a ball. Just missed. 3-2 now, full count. Full count here with 2 outs here. Frost trying to load the bases for Walters, trying to give the Generals a chance to really cut into this lead. Pitch here from Booth. Big swing and a miss there to end the inning. The Cardinals able to cover up the infield fly mistake by getting the punch out there to end the inning. But the Generals are able to get one back. It is now 10-4. Bottom of the 5th coming up when we return.
If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today. The local Front Royal State Farm agent is Ellen Adders, and she can be reached at 540-635-3336. State Farm is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. In 1968, the Concerned Hotline was created to combat the high suicide rate in Winchester, as it was double the national average at the time. Their mission is to help those in a time of need and create a welcoming community for these people. Concerned Hotline relies on donations and volunteers to be able to continue their operation at the scale they are. So far, they have served over 200,000 just in the Winchester and Front Royal areas alone. If you are interested in volunteering for this fantastic organization or want to donate, please visit concernhotline.org.
Now batting for the Cardinals in the bottom.
Welcome back into Bing Crosby Stadium here, bottom of the 5th. 2 up for the Cardinals will be Daniel Stevens, Blaze O'Sabin, and then Taylor Schultz as we continue this game here. Score is now, if you missed it, in the top of the 5th. Waynesboro 4, Front Royal 10. That first pitch way upstairs, almost at Stevens' head. 1-0 as Schreiber comes out to continue his outing. He is through 2 innings now, looking to try and get through a full third without any problems. And that's a big swing and a miss there by Stevens. The only thing that Schreiber has given up was that grand slam, but that really blew the door open. That's a big difference maker between a 6-4 game and a 10-4 game right now. 1-1 the count here on Stevens. Pitch here from Schreiber, inside for a ball, 2-1.
Stevens got a little bit of leverage right now in the count. Hopefully he can do something with it. There's a big gap up in the middle. So ground ball up there like that.
Pitch there, like you just mentioned, a big gap right up the middle, and Stevens gets aboard. It's like he almost heard you there, Jacob.
I knew it. I called it. Give me my credit.
You might be a wizard. You might be the, what is the word? What is it called? Oh, God, I can't think of what it's called now.
Psychic?
A what?
Am I a psychic?
Yes.
There we go.
A psychic. That's what you might be.
I feel like usually, though, if I predict something, I'm usually wrong. So happy to have that one at least.
As Stevens is aboard now with no outs, and Blaze O'Sabin up to bat now. O'Sabin is 3 for 3 tonight, and that one got Stevens caught in a rundown, trying to get back to first successfully. He's still caught in a rundown over there, trying to get into second, and he will not. Umpire said he cupped his hand off the bag. He got caught in a rundown there, tried to steal second, but unsuccessful. and the runner is very quickly erased off the board.
Yeah, Schreiber picked off immediately, but Stevens must have saw movement and instinctively just went to second base. Yeah, not good there.
Stevens almost got into second, too. It looked like he made it in there, but then slid off the bag. So now let's have this at-bat here with not Daniel Stevens, plays O'Sabin. He sends that one hot into foul territory and hits the netting for a foul ball. Make sure you follow the Cardinals on Facebook as well. Now that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, follow us on Facebook at FR Cardinals. 0-1 here on O'Sabin after Stevens got picked off. So Cardinals need to try to find a way to respond to that Generals run in the top of the fifth here. Pitch is inside, and a little chopper that O'Sabin's going to try and leg out, and he will successfully. There is the speed on display of Blaze O'Sabin. Just a slow roller that Sabatino had to come way in to grab. And O'Sabin, by the time Sabatino grabbed the ball, no play opportunity for him at all.
You know, it must be really great being as fast as Blaze O'Sabin. He hit that ball probably like 15 feet, and now he's standing on first base. He's been up to plate 4 times. He's been on base 4 times. Have a day. Still not over.
4 for 4 tonight, O'Sabin. He has been on fire at the leadoff spot here tonight. As here comes Taylor Schultz. He is 0 for 3 tonight. And he'll take that first pitch in there for a strike. He's the only Cardinal, I believe. Yeah, he is the only Cardinal that's yet to get on base or get a hit. Schultz looking to try and change that fact right here. 0-1 right now here with 1 out. As Garrick Schreiber is looking to get through this 5th inning here with no issues. That one way outside. Mirabal able to grab it, though. It's 1-1 now here very quickly. Coming to you from Bing Crosby Stadium here in Front Royal. One of the best stadiums here in the Valley. As they go check up on O'Sabin, and he is safe. As the lights have come on here at Bing Crosby. Always a beautiful sight when the lights are out here. 1-1 here with 1 out here against Taylor Schultz. Pitch here is way inside, but called strike. I thought that was going to be called a ball, and Schultz looks a bit frustrated with that call. 1-2 now.
I think you got to give some credit there to Mirabal right there. They made that pitch look really good to the umpire. Really good frame job. And, yeah, Schultz is not happy with that.
1-2 now with 1 out. Pitch here of Schreiber. He sends that one into left field. Forshade tracking it, and it will drop for a base hit. Goes into the pesky netting. O'Sabin digging it around third, and he will be safe. The throw to third missed, but then grabbed over there by the catcher Mirabal. But Schultz is able to get a double to get to second successfully, and so O'Sabin is over to third. And with that, every single Cardinal has now gotten a hit, as now Matty Holum comes on out to most likely make a pitching change. That might spell the end here for Garrick Schreiber's night. Here through 2 1/3, and I think that will be the end for him as they pull the ball, as Garrick Schreiber is done, as the Generals make another call to the bullpen. We're going to take a step away. When we come back, we'll have the new pitcher for you when we come back. As youth sports continue to grow, many parents struggle to look for places to take their kids to practice their sport. That struggle is now over with Arena Sports and Event Center. This amazing location has 3 rows of batting cages, an indoor turf space, camps, and so much more to offer. The drives to Manassas and Winchester for parents are no more, as now they can turn to Arena Sports to bring their kids to practice and train to get better. To learn more, go to their Facebook page at the Arena Sports and Event Center and check it out now. Wines Bookkeeping has specialized in a variety of business and tax services to help those in the local Front Royal community for over 50 years. They can take care of your business needs quickly and efficiently, including business tax preparation, personal tax preparation, and bookkeeping. They can handle the books for you and allow you to worry less and live more. Brody Michael was just a 14-year-old boy beginning his high school basketball career when he passed away back in 2020. Brody brought so much positivity and compassion to everyone in his life. He was non-judgmental, kind, caring, and always had a smile on his face. His impact was much larger than just the high school basketball court, as it spread throughout the entire community. In his memory, the Brody Michael Foundation was started to help continue the legacy Brody started. and not only gives back to the community but also offers scholarships for student athletes as well. To donate to this wonderful foundation and continue Brody's legacy, please visit BrodyMichaelFoundation.com and remember to hashtag #BeLikeBrody. Pitching change here for the Waynesboro Generals. Now into pitch is going to be number 7, Evan Swift. He is a lefty from Leslie University, a senior from Los Angeles, California. This season he has an 8.59 ERA. This is his 7th game. He's only pitched for 7 in the 3rd inning, given up 6 walks, gotten 6 strikeouts, and given up 10 hits. Jacob, what do you think of the pitching change here?
Now batting number 6.
I think it's a good move right now. Looks like Schreiber was starting to get figured out by the Cardinals offense. And, you know, we got a lefty up at bat. Evan Swift, a left-handed pitcher. Maybe they're trying to play some matchups here, but the rest of the next 2 Cardinals batters will be right-handed. So,
and Basio squared up to bunt there, but he decided not to go as it was in the dirt. We have Basio and Camp here. So the Generals have gone from a Melendez who had a deadly curveball to Schreiber, who was a submarine pitcher, and now they're onto their lefty here in Evan Swift.
yeah, really good job by Coach Matty Holm, mixing up the kind of deliveries he's throwing out there.
As that one is fouled off there by Basio. Basio tonight, he is 1 for 3 with a single. The final stats here for Garrick Schreiber. He went 2 1/3, gave up 6 hits, 1 walk, got 2 strikeouts, gave up 1 run. But he is responsible for both Osabin and Schultz, who are both aboard right now. But with Osabin over at 3rd and Schultz over at 2nd, pitch here is in there for a strike. 1-2 now, and Basio looked a bit frustrated with that one. The bottom of the 5th here at Bing Crosby Stadium as we just reached 9 o'clock here. 1-2 the count here as Evan Swift is looking to get the first out of his outing here, and that one's a little chopper that Swift will grab, throw it at first, no one there, and now everyone is safe. Osabin came in to score there. Schultz gets to 3rd, Basio gets to 1st off of that mistake. McCoy was way off the bag. I don't know what he was doing out there. And the Cardinals respond to the Generals run with a run of their own. It's now 11-4.
Yeah, it looks like McCoy was maybe thinking of going for the ball himself, but no one was covering the base. Second baseman maybe should have followed him over there, or McCoy should have communicated with Swift about who's going to get the ball, who's going to get the base. But nothing happened, and, you know, Cardinals find another base runner on a ball that's not really hit that hard and not really hit far either.
They have a lot of speed on their team as now it's Drew Camp. First pitch in there for a ball. Camp tonight 2 for 3 with a triple and a single, with runners on the corners and an opportunity to add more runs to their lead. As there goes Basio, and that's a strike call. Mirabal not even going to attempt to throw that one over there. Basio into 2nd successfully as Camp will take a strike. Basio gets a stolen base there as now we'll have both runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd, and that also now denies a double play chance. Pitch here by Swift sent foul behind us.
It's kind of a poor job over there by Swift to manage the base runners right there. Basio really had a really big running start to get that stolen base. You know, especially as a lefty, you're looking right at the runner on first base. You should do a better job than that.
1-2 here with 1 out against Drew Camp with Michael McAloose in the on-deck circle. A very dangerous bat. That one in the dirt for a ball. Swift struggled with Basio and is now having some trouble with Camp, trying to get Camp down, trying to get an out here. 2-2 right now here against Camp. Pitch here from Swift. Little chopper that is past the 3rd baseman, Sabatino. 1 run scores. Here comes another. No, they won't. Basio puts on the brakes at 3rd, but Schultz is able to come in to score successfully. Camp gets another RBI as he's over to 1st, and the Cardinals add on another run. It is now 12-4. So the Generals score 1 on the top of the 5th, and the Cardinals say, you score 1, we're going to one-up you, as they now score 2. As it's going to be now Michael McAloose. He is 2 for 2 tonight with a single, a home run, and also got walked. This is a guy that's been on base every single time he's come up tonight. And a very dangerous bat here with runners on the corners with 1 out.
Yeah, the Cardinals have got 2 guys so far tonight who've been on base every time they've come up to the plate. Blaze O'Saban and Michael McAloose. Let's see if McAloose can keep it up. Keep up this little competition with his teammate Blaze O'Saban.
O'Saban has gotten on base all 4 times. McAloose trying to see if he can get on base for a 4th time as well. First pitch he sees is in there for a ball way outside, 1-0. You have now Basio hanging out at third. He was about to make the turn for home, but then decided to put on the brakes because the throw back in was in time. He was going to get caught. Camp over at first right now. We could very well see Camp trying to make the move to second. Pitch there, upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Last time we saw Evan Swift pitch was on July 7th, so just a few days ago against the Rebels, where the Generals took the win 11-1, and he went 1 1/3. 2-0 count right now here against McAloose. That pitch outside, 3-0 now. Cardinals are on it right now, batting very smart.
Probably going to see Michael McAloose take this pitch right here, unless it's something he'll deposit in over left field.
And that one's in the dirt, so it'll be ball 4, and the bases are loaded as McAloose gets on board for the 4th time tonight. Camp will take the walk over to second. Basio going to stay over at third. That's going to bring up now Brody Black. Black tonight, he is 1 for 2 with a single and got walked as well.
Number 4, Brody Black.
We're still only in the bottom of the 5th, y'all, and it's a 12-4 game right now. The Cardinals are in the driver's seat right now. The Generals made it into a 6-run game with 1 run, but then the Cardinals said not so fast, so they increased it now to 8. That first pitch is in there for a strike. Might be a strike that Evan Swift desperately needs here. 0-1 the count here on Black, and you still have Jaden Anderson in the on-deck circle, a guy that you don't want to be facing right now. Big swing and a miss there by Black. 0-2 now here quickly.
Yeah, definitely don't want to face Jaden Anderson under any circumstances, but especially now with the bases loaded, considering, he's already gone deep. So this game with the bases loaded, and I believe he's done it before the season too.
That was his 5th home run right there.
What about grand slams? That's his second
Grand Slam, that was his 2nd, I think.
I believe so. My memory's telling me right. But yeah.
Someone fact-checked us on that. 1-2 the count as that one was in the dirt. Black trying to see if he can score Basio, if not also Camp and McAloose. Cardinals have gotten 3 home runs today, as that has helped contribute to their 12-4 lead right now with 16 hits. Pitch here by Swift, fouled back into the netting. So the Generals, they might be having to crawl deep into their bullpen here in the later innings of this game. They're already on their 3rd pitcher.
Yeah, definitely not what they'd want to see. Not what any team would want to see, really, but a team that really has to compete and fight for their position in the playoffs, that's definitely not what you want to see.
And that one is fouled off again by Black, as both teams are fighting for their spot in the playoffs right now. The season ended right now. The Cardinals are in and the Generals are not, so Generals trying to find a way to claw their way back. 1-2 the count right now here on Black, as Brody Black is trying to get in another run. As Evan Swift takes his set. And now we'll kick and deal. That's a big swing and a miss there by Black.
Foul tip.
He foul tipped it, excuse me. See, I told you, it's so hard to tell if they foul tip or if they swing and miss. Umpire says foul tip, so we'll do it again. 1-2.
Good job by Brody Black to keep us at bat alive.
1-2 here. Pitch here from Swift, and that one he missed on. There's the swing and a miss for strike 3. That is what Evan Swift needed to get his first out of this outing after giving up 3 base runners, giving up a single to Basio, a single to Camp, and then walked McAloose. Getting Black down could be huge for him. But here comes Jaden Anderson into a very similar situation that we saw him in the 3rd, where he went out for that grand slam, where he had, instead it was Camp over at 3rd, McAloose was over at 2nd, and Black was on 1st. Now it's Basio at 3rd, Camp's over at 2nd, and McAloose is at 1st here. With 2 outs, bases loaded. Another chance for the Cardinals to add on more. As Swift will kick and deal. That first pitch way outside for a ball, 1-0. And after Anderson, it's going to be Mercado up to bat as the Cardinals are about to finish, I believe, their 4th time through the order.
Wow, 4 times through the order, and it's not even the 6th inning. That's pretty incredible.
They're working through 4 right now, and that's a strike there, 1-1. Still with bases loaded here. Anderson trying to cash in another opportunity here for the Cardinals. Pitch here from Swift is sent high but foul, as it's most likely going to hit our roof. Or it's going into the concourse. You always know it hits the roof because it's always a very loud bang. And if it doesn't hit after a while, then it's most likely behind us. One and two count here on Anderson now.
Gotta look to put this ball in play somehow.
Pitch here from Swift is down in the dirt for a ball. It will now be 2-2.
He's very capable of hitting bombs. Right now, just need to get the ball in play, maybe score 1 run at the very least. You know, find some grass, maybe find some 2 runs.
Any way for the Cardinals to score more runs, they will certainly not be complaining. 2-2 the count right now here with 2 outs. Pitch here from Swift upstairs for a ball. Make it 3-2.
Full count, bases loaded here. The runners will be in motion. So even a single could maybe score Michael McLeose over there. Maybe not. Maybe double more likely will.
McLeose hanging out at first right now. Big spot here for Anderson. Payoff pitch here from Swift, and that is a chopper that will be collected. No, but shortstop Frost could have collected. 1 run scores there, and Bastia 2 run scores as Camp comes in to score. McAloose gets over to third. Anderson safe at first, and the inning is going to continue as the Cardinals add on 2 more to their lead as they've stretched it out down to a 10-run lead. It's 14-4, and the Cardinals have been putting the pedal to the metal from the start, and they continue to do so here in the 5th.
Number 18, Brock.
And the Cardinals have batted around for the 2nd time tonight. Did it in the 3rd and have now done it in the 5th here. As Brock Mercado comes up now, he is 1 for 3 tonight with a single. Comes up with runners on the corners. Anderson at first, and you have McAloose over at third. That one is fouled off. So you almost called it. McAloose looked like he was about to make the turn for home, but then decided to put on the brakes.
Yeah, the ball was close to the infield, in the infield, so maybe smart idea not to test going home, but the runners being in motion right there, maybe force the shortstop over there to panic, try to make a play. Initially, he might have thought to just touch second base, but since McAloose was almost already there when he was fielding the ball, maybe caused some panic and, made him miss the ball.
1-1, yes. Frost, he kicked that one out at the shortstop. And that one is sent hard into center field. Ujima will have it, and that will end the inning, but the Cardinals are able to do even more damage. They score 4 to respond to the Generals 1. As the score after 5 innings is Waynesboro 4, Front Royal 14. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th.
Who's got the pulse of your community? They do. It's the Royal Examiner. They bring you the local stories that matter, from town and county government updates to school board decisions. The Royal Examiner has got you covered. But there's more than just news. Ever wonder about the events happening in your backyard? They're on it. The Royal Examiner knows all about the concerts in the park, farmers markets, local charity runs, and art expeditions. If it's happening in your community, they're there. What's more, they love digging into the hearts of our community to share the intriguing stories that make us unique. So tune in, turn up, and take note. Your community is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and the Royal Examiner is your guide. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay local. The Royal Examiner, because local matters. Visit us online at royalexaminer.com.
Are you having electrical problems in your home or business and need to find the best electrician you can? Well, look no farther than Green to Ground, located right here in Front Royal, Virginia. They offer free estimates on projects and are focused on client satisfaction. Their electricians are ready to take on any and all of your electrical needs as they offer peace of mind, 1 circuit at a time. So just give them a call at 540-692-8412. What an eventful game this has been, and we're only through 5, and it's 14-4. Up to bat here for the Generals is Hayden Walters, and after him will be Ujima and Sabatino. As Hunter Booth comes back out, and that one is lined into right field in the gap. That's going to be Black trying to track it down. Black having a little trouble out there, and Walters is able to get into second with a double successfully. First pitch he saw, he jumped on it. And Walters is successfully aboard with a double there. A strong way to start off this inning here for the Generals as they try to just cut back into that lead just a bit. Maybe claw back into this game.
That was a real great piece of hitting, a real frozen rope off the bat. Attacking early, exactly what you need right now. Maybe the game might seem slow to most people since it's a big game, but being ready to attack early can really help you out.
That curveball is in there for a strike as it is now Ujima out here to bat. Ujima tonight, he's 1 for 2 with a single. So the Cardinals are looking to definitely defend this lead. They've scored in 4 out of the 5 innings at this point in the game. That pitch is just too low for a ball, 1-1. Hunter Booth looks to continue his strong outing that he has had here to this point. Double checks up on Walters, and now a kick and deal, and that one is in there for a strike, 1-2. The Front Royal Cardinals are sponsored by Fox's Pizza, Knights of Columbus, Arena Sports, the Rotary Club of Front Royal, the Rotary Club of Warren County, Crystal Klein for Sheriff, Concern Hotline, Tina Tolliver Studios, Petty Betty Treats, the Veterans of Foreign War Front Royal, and Sunstoppers. Thank you for sponsoring the Front Royal Cardinals. As that one is downstairs for a ball, it will now go to 2-2. Cardinals looking to try and get these 3 outs very quickly, continue the barrage that they have had at the plate here, really dominating. That one way upstairs near Ujima's head, 3-2 now. Cardinals bats have been on it here to this point in the game. Hunter Booth, and now his 3rd inning of work, came on in the 4th to relieve Carter Stanford. That pitch got him looking. That is what Booth needed there to start the 6th inning off right, getting the strikeout. A big strikeout there for him.
Great job by Hunter Booth to stay in that battle. Really competitive at bat. Ujima made him work really hard for that strikeout. Way to power through there.
This will now be Sabatino coming up to bat here against Booth. Booth, first pitch, he will send it in there for a ball. What have you thought about Booth today? How has he looked to you?
He's looked really good so far. Having the big lead really helps yourself. Less pressure on you, obviously. But, yeah, he's looked really calm up there, pretty sharp. He's forced a lot of weak contact aside from that double to start this inning. Can't ask for much more out of your pitcher.
That pitch from Booth got the lower corner of the zone for a strike, 1-1 now. Booth has looked solid here through 2 1/3. Looking to continue it to get through this whole 3rd inning. Pitch here from Booth. Little chopper that got past Booth. Stevens going to be able to collect it, though. Throw it to first in plenty of time for the 2nd out of the inning right there. Booth looked like he had a chance to make the play, but let it go back to Stevens at second base to make that play there. Now we go back to the top of the order here. It's going to be Alex McCoy and these dangerous bats of the Generals. We were hyping these top half of the order of the Generals up a lot, and they've kind of gone silent here lately, not really doing as much as we expected.
Yeah, the Cardinals pitching's really kept them quiet. That's a no small feat there. These are some really dangerous bats, and they haven't been doing too much so tonight.
That first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. McCoy tonight's 1 for 2. Miller is 0 for 2. Forche is 0 for 3. Mirabal is 2 for 2. And then Lamar, he is 1 for 2. As that one is in there for a ball. So only a lot of guys that could easily go 2 for 3, 3 for 3. Instead, have really been kind of struggling to find it. In the bottom half of the order, Frost 1 for 3. You have Walters who went 1 for 3. You have Ujima who's 1 for 3, and then you have Sabatino who's 0-3. That's a big swing and a miss there, 1-2 now. As Walters was able to advance off a wild pitch 2 pitches ago, the one that hit the dirt, and he's now hanging out over at third, 1-2. McCoy would love to be able to drive in a run, get this lead back to single digits, to just slowly chip away at this Cardinals lead. Pitch here from Hunter Booth inside. Strike 3 called. Cardinals will take that. McCoy looks frustrated, but the Cardinals love to see that. The Generals are going to strand Walters, who started off with a double, but then Booth send them down 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts looking as we're in the middle of the 6th. It's still 14-4.
At National Media Services, your image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services.
Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Pitching change here for the Waynesboro Generals. Now in to pitch is going to be number 16, Jackson Lucas. Lucas is from the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, a senior from Pelham, Alabama. And is another righty here for the Generals. He's 0-1 this season with a 7.63 ERA. This is his 8th game, and he has started 1. He has 1 save to his name as well. He's pitched for 15 1/3 innings, gotten 19 strikeouts, but given up 17 walks and 8 hits. His loss came on July 5th to the Rebels in a 6-7 loss. Jacob, I turn to you. What do you think of the change here?
Excuse me. I like it. Yeah. You had Swift out there, left-handed pitcher, but this Cardinals lineup is very right-handed heavy. If you want to play the matchups, go righty-righty. It's a little better than going lefty-righty. So maybe not a bad move here.
As Daniel Stevens coming up to bat. First pitch here from Lucas is sent a mile high into center field. Ujima tracking, and he's going to have it for the first out of the inning right here. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
So far, good pitching change. 1 pitch, 1 out. Exactly what you need.
Just what you needed there.
Now batting number 19, Blaze O'Saban.
Now we're going back to the top of the order for the 5th time here tonight. It'll be Blaze O'Saban once again. The final stats there for Evan Swift. He went only 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and gave up 2 runs as well. So it'll be Blaze here up to bat. 1-0 the count here. And that one is sent hard into left field, going back near the wall. It is off the pesky netting. O'Saban trying to dig it in a second, and he will get there successfully with a double. The Cardinals bats continue their onslaught here.
Blaze O'Saban,
Number 29.
5 for 5 now. 3 singles, a double, and a home run. Finds himself another at bat. He could hit a triple and go for the cycle. That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. He's gotten the home run, he's gotten the single, like you mentioned, just the triple. But that's also the hardest one to get. Pitch there on Schultz is in there for a strike. Generals are already on their 4th pitcher here tonight. Cardinals still only on 2. We most likely will see more of Hunter Booth in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any Cardinals up in the bullpen.
So it's a big swing and a miss there by Schultz. Foul tip called, still strike. Oh, 0-2 the count now. Pitch here is down in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 now. We're going to take another look around the valley. Right now, the Covington Lumberjacks have a big lead against the Woodstock River Bandits. It's 8-3 in the top of the 8th. The Strasburg Express are trying to catch up to the Purcellville Cannons. It's 2-0 in favor of the Cannons in the top of the 8th. That's a little chopper back to Lucas. That will be thrown over to McCoy at first in plenty of time for the second out of the inning there. Taking a look around the rest of the valley. Right now, the Tom Sox have gotten their one back to tie it up with the Turks. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the 8th there. The Culpeper Cavaliers continue to increase their lead as Basio comes up now. It's 9-1 in favor of the Cavaliers over the Newmarket Rebels in the top of the 6th. And the Royals have taken back the lead over the Stanton Braves. It's now bottom of the 5th, 6-4 in favor of the Royals. Here with Anthony Basio coming up to bat. First pitch, big swing and a miss there by Basio. And of course, here in Front Royal, it's 14-4 in favor of the Cardinals over the Generals right now. Cardinals have had issues with their bats in the past of getting them rolling. Not tonight. They have been on it from the word go. Pitch here from Lucas is upstairs for a ball, making 1-1. 1-1 the count right here now with 2 outs. Jackson Lucas trying to get through this inning, make it go very quickly. Only faced 4 batters. Trying to get another goose egg on the board there for the Cardinals, as it looked like he was going to try and catch O'Sabin, try and pick him off, but no one over there at second. Frost made the run back, but O'Sabin caught onto it right away, got there in plenty of time. And that one is sent hard into left, but foul.
Foster can't be picky right here with this pitch. He's got to, if it's close, he's got to battle. Got to bite it off or put it in play.
Pitch there in the dirt. Bossy will take it for a ball. 2-2 now. The beautiful night here in Front Royal. A pitch-perfect night here for baseball. You couldn't ask for better weather. 2-2 right now here. And that one is fouled off behind down the right field side.
Yeah, you said it. Really nice night for baseball. Not too hot, but not cold. No rain. Sun was out. Perfect day for baseball.
Beautiful night as the lights are in full effect here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Beautiful night. Beautiful day for baseball. And the Cardinals have taken full advantage of the perfect weather. Pitch here. Basio has a little chopper that will be grabbed by McCoy. Throw over to Lucas. He couldn't make the grab. Everyone is safe. O'Sabin advances over to third. Basio will be able to get to first successfully. A costly error there. That one's got to hurt. It was an easy outplay there for the Generals, and they just couldn't finish the job. And the inning's going to keep going.
Yeah, it looks like McCoy just didn't lead his pitcher well enough. Really easy play. You just got to flip it to him, but he flipped it behind him. Hard to make that catch as the pitcher if you're running away from the ball and find the base. So,
That first pitch is in there for a ball as it's now Drew Camp coming up to bat. And here's something we didn't even mention earlier. O'Sabin is now 5 for 5 tonight. He has been absolutely crushing balls tonight. That pitch hit by Camp and into the gap. O'Sabin will come in to score yet again. And that will get Camp to first for the 4th time tonight. That will allow Basio over to second. O'Sabin comes in to score. Cardinals add on another. It's 15-4. No goose egg here. And now it'll be Michael McAloos. The Cardinals have been in the driver's seat pretty much this entire game. The Generals tied it up in the top of the second, and the Cardinals said goodbye as they really increased the lead here. Big swing and a miss. He's not swing and a miss. Check swing, but did not go. Still called strike, though, because I think he did go. It was a strike either way, 0-1.
Yeah, this offense up and down the lineup has just been on it tonight. They've been seeing the ball well, and they've been swinging well. It's a great recipe for success when you've got like 3 or 4 guys who've been on base, almost every time they've been up to the plate.
0-2 now as that one got the strike zone. Jackson Lucas trying to end this inning right here. Does not want to give up anything more. That one upstairs for a ball, make it 1-2. Cardinals would love to add on more to their lead right now. And that one is sent hard into right field and will shoot the gap. Miller there to collect it, but everyone puts on the brakes. Everyone gets another bag. Bossio will take third. Camp gets over to second. McAloos will get first. McAloos tonight, he is on base 5 times as well. So O'Sabin 5 for 5. McAloos tonight, he is 3 for 3, but has been walked twice as well. Those two guys have been able to just find their way on base no matter what.
Yeah, they've been having an amazing night so far. It's really hard to, really rare to see like one guy go for 5 for 5, and then what do you know? You got 2 guys on the same team, same night, going 5 for 5.
That pitch on Brody Black is in there for a strike. Jackson Lucas got the first 2 outs relatively quickly, but has struggled to find this third one here. Still looking for it. Pitch here from Lucas. Check swing. They say he did go. 0-2 here very quickly. 0-2 here with 2 outs. Bases loaded opportunity here for Brody Black to get some more runs in. He'll take strike 3. Curveball right down the middle. Cardinals leave the bases loaded, but are able to add another one to their lead. After 6, it's Waynesboro 4, Front Royal 15. Yes, you heard that, 15 runs through 6 innings. We'll be right back.
At National Media Services, your image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services.
Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Pitching change here for the Front Royal Cardinals. Now into pitch is going to be number 22, Gabriel Moore. He is from East Georgia College, a junior from Jacksonville Beach, Florida. He has a 16.61 ERA. This is his 5th game. He has pitched for only 4 1/3. Gotten 6 strikeouts, given him 9 walks and 6 hits. The final stats for Hunter Booth. He went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, no walks, got 3 strikeouts, and gave up 1 run. Jacob, what do you think of the change here?
I like the change here. The Generals are starting to see.
Batting for the Generals in the top
Shoot, I'm blanking on the name. Sorry.
From Barry University, number 31, Sean Shelley.
Booth. They're getting through their second time seeing Booth, so good to change up the arm we've got out here. Keep the other team's hitters on their toes here. Don't let them get used to any one pitcher.
Yeah, as the Generals, they have brought in now a pinch hitter. Now hitting is going to be Sean Shelley instead of Miller. He will be taken over out in right field. It's 1-1 now, the count, here in the top of the 7th. Shelley from Barry University, a sophomore from Clearwater, Florida. That pitch upstairs for a ball. Make it 2-1. We do want to let you guys know that we are in mercy rule territory, where the rule is here in the VBL. If it is a 10-run or more lead after 7 or more innings, the game can and normally does end in a mercy rule. That is a big swing and a miss there by Shelley for the 2nd strike. So if the score remains the way it is, this game will most likely end in a mercy rule. Shelley this season has a .333 batting average, has 20 strikeouts, been walked 7 times, 17 RBIs, 3 home runs, 18 hits, a double and a triple with 9 runs. That one fouled off, though. A regular here of the Generals did not play tonight. He is their 5th biggest bat, rounding out that top 5. McCoy, Mirabal, Forche, and Lamar are the top 4. Shelley is 5. And then 6 is Wagner, 7 Miller. Those are the 7 guys that have big bats and are all batting above 500 right now. But those bats have gone quiet here tonight here for the Generals. Pitch here from Moorer upstairs for a ball, 3-2 now. To Shelley, it's most likely going to be, I don't think it's actually Forche. We're going to have another pinch hitter here in just a second. We'll get to them in just a second. But first here, the payoff pitch on Sean Shelley here from Morrison. Hard into left field. Basio tracking. Basio able to make the grab for the first out of the inning right there. A hard hit ball in the left field, but Basio on it right away. And coming up to bat now is going to be, I believe that is number, yes it is, it's number 35, Jeremy Wagner. Wagner is from Towson University, a senior from Crozet, Virginia. He's a righty as well. He's been batting .323 to this point in the season. He is the 6th best bat that the Generals have, so bringing out some of the bigger bats now. He has 21 hits, a double, 9 RBIs, and has been walked 12 times. Generals trying to get something going here for them late. 1-0 the count now. So Forche and Miller, their nights are both over as the Generals break out the big bats now. So it'll be Wagner taking over that pitch. Hard fastball in there for a ball. 2-0 now here for Gabriel Moore. Moore, before he was with the Cardinals, he was with the Purcellville Cannons. Now here in the red and white of Front Royal. That one hit hard but foul into right field. 2-1 the count here with 1 out. Here in Front Royal again, we are in Mercy Rule territory if the score remains the way it is here. It's a 10-run or more lead can result in the Mercy Rule, or as others like to say, the Slaughter Rule.
Slaughter is a very accurate term for this game, I'd say.
That one hit into the netting as well, 2-2. So we do have some upsets to keep our eyes on, especially now Purcellville in the bottom of the 8th still leading against Strasburg 2-0. And Harrisonburg leading against Charlottesville 2-1 in the top of the 9th. Those are 2 big upsets, the 2 best teams in the league right now on an upset watch. Pitch here from Moorer is a little chopper that will be through the gap in left field. Basio going to be there to collect it up, and the pinch hit is successful there. Wagner gets aboard successfully. And that is what the Generals needed. Just base runners right now. Get the bats rolling. Get something going for them. So they're behind by an insane 11. As here comes Isaiah Mirabal. So no pinch hitter here as the catcher remains the same. Mirabal tonight, he is 2 for 2 tonight with a walk as well. As Moore, he will deliver the first pitch here, and that's a big swing and a miss there by Mirabal.
Yeah, Mirabal's been one of the few bright spots tonight in this Generals offense, so he's probably hoping to keep it going right now, keep this game at least extended, get some kind of light for this team.
Big swing and a miss there again by Moore. Foul tip called, still strike. 0-2 now. The Cardinals, they have just been looking sharp all night here. And we do have an update for you on the Harrisburg Turks-Charlottesville game. That game has just ended. The Turks win 2-1, and that is a big loss for the entire rest of the league as the top team in the league goes down to rival Harrisonburg as that one is outside for a ball. Can have massive impacts on the standings, bringing everyone a step closer to first place. With the Cardinals' chance to win, that could definitely have a chance of moving them up in the standings as well. So we'll have to see how everything else plays out here later tonight. Pitch here from Moorer is in there for a strike. Got him looking. Strike 3 called on Mirabal as he will go down for the first time tonight. Got him looking. And now that's going to bring up Anthony Lamar, the designated hitter. Lamar tonight, he is 1 for 2 with a double. They're going to try and get something going here for the Generals. It has been very tough sledding here for the Generals pretty much all night. First pitch here from Moore is downstairs for a ball, 1-0. So keep on getting notifications about the home run derby going on right now here in Seattle.
Yeah, I saw Julio Rodriguez just hit 41 in the first round. That's absurd.
That's insane. That one upstairs for a ball, 2-0.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone can do that. That's incredible.
I know. 2-0 the count right now here on Lamar, trying to see if he can get Wagner any farther. Generals just trying to cut into the lead just a bit here. Pitch here from Moore is hit hard in the right field, but foul. Taking a look ahead here of the Cardinals schedule. Tomorrow they are on the road playing the Winchester Royals. Wednesday they will be hitting the road again to play the Strasburg Express. Thursday they're back home to take on the Culpeper Cavaliers, and that is our State Farm night at the ballpark with free admission, a ton of great activities. We will end the night that night with fireworks, so make sure you come out Thursday for that. Friday we are back home as well playing the Covington Lumberjacks. That is the Logan Mayatico Foundation night. Make sure you come on out to that night to support an amazing foundation with a great cause. And then Saturday, we hit the road again to take on the Charlottesville Tom Sox. And Sunday, we play their rival, the Harrisonburg Turks, on the road as well. 2-1 count here for Moore as he will kick and deal. And that one is upstairs for a ball. Ooh. Taking a look at the Generals schedule. Tomorrow, like I mentioned, they're at home playing the Covington Lumberjacks. Wednesday, they're at home again playing the Winchester Royals. Thursday, they hit the road to take on the Harrisonburg Turks. Friday, they're on the road again playing the Newmarket Rebels. Saturday will end their 3-day road trip in Stanton against the Braves. That one is hit hard into center field. O'Sabin tracking, and he's going to have it for the third out of the inning right there. And the last game the Generals have before an off day, and they'll be at home playing the Charlottesville Tom Sox. And that is going to end it here at Bing Crosby Stadium. The final score here is Front Royal 15, Waynesboro 4. Jacob, what did you think of that game here tonight?
It was just a great game played by the Front Royal Cardinals. I mean, they played well, they hit well, they pitched well, played good defense. And, I mean, that's just the recipe for success. When your team's firing on all cylinders, I mean, you put a lot of pressure on the other team to do that too, and the Generals just couldn't keep up.
Yeah, absolutely, as there was just so much pressure there early from the Cardinals. They ended with 20 hits. That is just insane to think about. What were the Cardinals doing right to just keep the hits rolling here all night?
I mean, they must have did their homework. They must have seen the scouting reports. Maybe they've seen those pitches before earlier this season. But, yeah, they just did not take their foot off the gas pedal, and you know, they want to make a statement win, see what they can do. Let the rest of the league know that this team is very capable of putting up a lot of runs on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. The win tonight is going to go to Carter Stanford. He went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, got 4 strikeouts, and only gave up 3 runs. The loss tonight is going to go to Edwin Melendez. He went 3 innings as well, gave up 8 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, but gave up 9 runs. The highlight, though, of the Cardinals for me tonight, not only are all those runs that they scored, getting 15, the 3 home runs. Michael McAloo's in the first, Blaze O'Sabin in the second, and then Jaden Anderson with the grand slam in the third. Absolutely on fire all night. The Cardinals, a huge win for them there as they're going to improve now to 15-16. The Generals fall to 10-20. Like I was mentioning before the game ended there, the Generals are back in action tomorrow at home against the Covington Lumberjacks. The Cardinals hit the road tomorrow to play the Winchester Royals, both games starting at 7. The next Cardinals home game will be Thursday and Friday. Thursday, they'll have the Culpeper Cavaliers. Friday, they have the Covington Lumberjacks. Thursday is the State Farm night at the ballpark with free admission for everyone. A ton of games, a ton of fun, and the night will be capped off with a fireworks show to not forget. So make sure you come out to Bing Crosby Stadium this Thursday. Friday is the Logan Mayatico Foundation night, coming out to support a great cause and support the Logan Mayatico Foundation. What a game here tonight. A huge change from last night's game against Harrisonburg. The bats were on point tonight. No one was missing the ball. Everyone was crushing it. The Front Royal Cardinals found their bats. The Generals end with 4 runs off of 8 hits and 1 error. The Cardinals have 15 runs, 20 hits off of 2 errors. Jacob, any final thoughts on tonight's game?
I mean, this is some great momentum right here for the Cardinals. I mean, they stopped their little losing skid right now. Got a lot more games to play the rest of this week. Hopefully this gives them, more momentum and help them find the win column some more in this really crucial part of the season.
Absolutely. As the push for the playoffs will continue tomorrow and throughout these next 2 weeks. Make sure you stay up to date on everything happening with everyone here, a part of the Front Royal Cardinals and Waynesboro Generals organizations. I thank you for joining this broadcast tonight, whether you're on the Stretch Internet or the Royal Examiner. We'll be back in action again on Thursday, but for everyone there, we're signing off for now. I'm Ben Goldring.
I'm Jacob Arzaga.
Thank you again for joining us. We'll be back in action on Thursday, but till then, we'll see you then. Have a great rest of your night.